Hello and welcome to Slamfire Radio, episode 667, recording live August 26th. I'm one of your hosts, Dustin.
I'm Cowtown Tony.
I'm Adriel.
And I'm Kyle.
The beardless one.
The beardless one.
Oh, it's growing pretty fast, though.
Okay,
Yeah.
the speed of sound in Edmonton is 1120 to 1126 FPS under summer conditions. In the winter, it's around 1087.
It slows right down because there's less moisture in the air. So
If it's really cold, minus 20, it drops below 1050
I believe
FPS.
that.
But do you compensate for the powder charge because your hunting load is going to be in a colder condition, but the powder doesn't burn as efficiently in the winter times?
I usually
you
clock
can-
my rounds in the cold. Just shoot it in the cold and then find out what your velocity is.
Oh, that actually good gun anecdote for what we did in guns. I have an onset story. I gotta add that to the
okay.
list. Talk amongst yourselves.
We should probably say hey, well, let's do what we did in guns. We'll start with you, Kyle.
Yeah,
the beard
what
list.
did you do in guns,
Yeah.
Kyle? You guys were still talking. We hadn't gotten to what we did in guns yet.
Sorry.
Not last weekend, weekend before, we had a local match in Carlsbad. I was able to shoot that. It was pretty good. We had 26 people show up for it. First stage, I kind of mailed it in and just kind of stayed sitting on the lazy boy. Didn't really start moving. I picked it up, and the next two design stages were really good. I had one stage where my main point was to be shooting, moving out of position, pivot, doing a reload, and then be presenting and engaging targets, walking into the next position. And I was looking at the video afterwards. I think I shared it with you guys, and I felt like that was awesome. I executed that one exactly how I wanted to do it. So that was a really good takeaway from that. We usually do two classifiers. One of them I did really good on, and I shot an A-class classifier on that. So I was pretty stoked with that until one of the other guys who has shot that classifier many times came up and mentioned that the targets were too low, or sorry, too high. They were set up 5 feet to the shoulder, and they were supposed to be 5 feet to the top of the head. So being a classifier, we had to change that and correct that, and then our squad had to go and reshoot that. And then my gun decided to malfunction. So it malfunctioned.
5 feet to the head, though. That's 5 feet to the head, though. That's really short.
That's what it says.
That's the spec,
I don't
guess.
think that the 6 inches height difference makes a difference on that stage.
That's true. It's only the head box.
I don't think it makes a difference. But I mean, the other shooter wasn't wrong. I mean, it wasn't as per paper.
Spec, yeah.
You know, agree with him, don't disagree, or don't agree with him. He's not wrong. It's just I don't think it made a difference. But yeah, so I ended up taking a 0 on that.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, my gun, it malfunctioned, and I just walked away because there's no point. That's one of those stages where if you have a malfunction, if you're trying to increase, I'm at a B right now, and that malfunction would have put me down in a C or D anyways. It would not have helped me, so I would just frustrated and
thought
walked away.
they don't.
No, they all
take your
count now.
score. Yeah, they don't.
No, they all doesn't matter. That 10% thing.
They all count now.
They all count now.
Does that refresh your score to the lower one then?
No, you don't drop. It's just your percentage that drops. So you don't even drop a classification. It's just your percentage that drops.
That's weird. Okay.
I really dislike it because they made it harder to level up, where I think the problem is sandbagging, which is the opposite concern.
Right. Well, yeah. Now people can just willy-nilly
What's
drop
so wrong?
a class.
Okay, a person classes up because they had some really awesome classifiers in that, but then they're not going to win that division. Who cares? Person wanted to class up, they classed up. It's not like you have a grandmaster that's sitting in that's hiding in A class so that they win A class every time. But anyways, that's my feeling on it. I don't like the new thing. They all count, and so it just makes it harder. And I didn't care. I knew I
The
was gonna.
zeros count?
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, you should keep your like a number 2 pencil on you, and then if your gun goes down, just get up there and just.
I think that's a DQable offense, sir.
Only if they see you do it.
Oh God.
You're like, look over there.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be fast.
Oh, I so wanted to put that first score in there because like 6 inches height on the target would not have made a difference, but I didn't. Well, the scorekeeper didn't. So, but yeah. Anyways, so that was that. Overall, good day. I do need to clean my pistol though. It's that let me know that it needs to be cleaned.
How often do you
yeah.
clean it?
When it starts malfunctioning.
Oh God.
Or right before like a major match. Right before a major match.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
No, not Angels
I'll get, like,
1911 gets an oil change every time.
I get like probably about 1,000, 1,500 rounds at least through it before
Wow.
Tony, I might not clean my shadow all season.
Yeah,
I will before the States. There.
Yeah. Yeah, like before Memorial, yeah, we're gonna have a gun cleaning party the night before. We're gonna clean our guns, make sure everything is functioning nice. But
Yeah, it's the perfect time to take things apart and break them.
Yeah.
Plenty of spare parts though. It's fine.
So I had 4473 done up. I was this close. So I went into the shop, talked to the guys, like I went to go pick up the shotgun receiver, and I was like, hey, so this suppressor thing just happened. And they're like, yeah, they're very, very cautious, and they're like, yeah, well, with your status, and I don't know how that's gonna work and whatnot. You best go talk to Sean, the store owner. Like, okay, cool. He was at the front. So I went and talked to him and, started off with, hey, I'm that non-immigrant alien that makes your life hectic with your 4473s and that. And, but anyways, started talking with him and he's like, yeah, no, I mean, you got 4473. Yep, go ahead. And so I had the yes. I had the yes. And then the worker that I was talking to at the back came up and stressed the non-immigrant alien visa thing, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, let's just hold off on that." So that was a disappointing afternoon because I had
almost had it so close.
But when I get back to town here, I'm gonna go talk to him again because it seems like they might be starting to get over their crap. So,
question about that, Kyle. So yeah, so you're a non-immigrant on a work visa, and so I know that does. What exactly does that change for you as far as suppressors are concerned?
Well, as far as suppressors, so just go off to the back. Off to the start, why the non-immigrant visa is such a key thing. Yes. The non-immigrant visa is automatically prohibited from possessing firearms and ammunition.
Yes,
unless you hold a hunting license. Yes.
Well, do you have a non-immigrant firearms license? Because I used to have this exact same problem in Washington back when I could get a CPL. There was a non-immigrant CPL that I qualified for by getting a non-immigrant firearms license in the state of Washington. That was the workaround for that. And I'm just wondering if you couldn't apply for a non-immigrant firearms license in your state to circumvent that same thing. There is one. There definitely is one.
Like a carry permit?
No. All right. So as a Canadian citizen, you're the only non-immigrant in the United States that's legally allowed to be in possession of a firearm other than an American without an appropriate license. There is and exists an alien firearms license so that other non-immigrants from other countries can also possess firearms in that country. And it's a state level license, but almost certainly New Mexico has one. Every other state that I've looked into this has one, so they must, because it's like it's the way that you can legally possess firearms in that state if you're a non-immigrant on a visa. I realize because you're Canadian, thread this sort of weird space where you don't really need to if you have a hunting license, but
Yeah.
that non-immigrant firearms license, like the sheriff in Washington, like they blind signed mine. I showed them my PAL, and they're like, "Yeah, you're qualified. Here, happy to sign this for you."
Right.
Just it might be something worth exploring though, because like that was my route around those exact same issues with the non-immigrant CPL
Hmm.
back
Yeah,
when I could
maybe
qualify for
something to
that.
look into. Like, I mean, I just from a shop being hesitant in that, but which like I said, I think they're getting over that a little bit
That's good.
here because yeah, I mean, I'm doing everything right in that, but yeah. So I almost had I did have the yes, but then it quickly got changed to let's
Oh.
just wait, which is fine. I mean, it was a little bit of a bummer because I heard the word yes, but it's like I was like, okay, let's go. I'm going to buy one right now. Let's go pick one out.
But the fact that you heard the yes once, you're
Yeah,
probably going to hear it again. You waited this long,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
exactly. Um, kind of hoping Tony and Adriel will be back for this next part. But so I had, well, I mean, it's not like I went out and
Um,
shot it, but I had a toy shipped to the house
oh,
finally.
yes.
Uh, One of the back in March, the guys had built a few AKs there, and one stayed behind to get some additional work done to it in the form of an FRT, and that finally arrived.
Have you played with it yet?
No, I haven't made it out to the range. I did go buy ammo though.
Good.
Yeah, I got some 7.62 to play around with it. Uh,
Excellent.
it's the troop 3 position. I checked that, so it's like it's a 3 position lever on it.
The full
I'm a little
semi-auto.
disappointed with, and I mean, okay, it's an AK, but I'm still disappointed in the packaging. It was that just styrofoam and just put the gun in on top of the styrofoam, and so there was styrofoam in every nook and crevice of the gun by the time it got to me, and it's just like you couldn't have even put that thing in a bag, like. But
I mean, it
yeah,
was an AK, you know?
yeah,
You're lucky they put it in a box for you.
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, but no, I this weekend I'll get it out to the range and I'll get some playing done with it because I gotta get another shotgun going because we were having issues with Craig's open shotgun. I think the buffer tube we're using is like 3/4 of an inch just too short. Like it's a
Oh.
non-standard buffer tube. And so with the spring and buffer, the bolt doesn't go all the way back, so it doesn't eject the shell. It does
Uh,
go bang, but it doesn't eject the shell and pick up another one. So
kind of need those other actions, otherwise it's
well, they're ideal, yes, yeah,
yeah.
they're yeah. So I gotta play around with that, get that so that the bolt can have the full stroke. So yeah, I'm hoping this weekend I'll have that ready to do some test firing. So do some test firing on the shotgun, and then yeah, get the AK out and play with that middle position.
That full semi-auto.
Yeah, yeah, the full set, literally full semi-auto.
Full semi-auto. That's well, I'm envious. I look forward to the day I can play with full semi-auto, but I mean, I get spoiled with the other thing
We
fairly
did in
quick.
January.
Yeah, I
We all did in
guess.
January.
Yeah.
Well, that was full auto.
Well, no,
That
no,
wasn't
we
full
did full
semi-auto.
auto.
Hmm.
We
We're,
didn't do full semi-auto. We're,
FRTs are full semi-auto.
yeah,
Oh, I see.
yeah,
Yes, yes.
yes, as it is.
Yeah, but I gotta order some more FRTs for the Glock, and the guys want me to pick up this Taurus 22 with an FRT. Now
Oh, yeah.
that would
Hmm.
be fun.
Yes, yes.
That would be absolutely fun. But
I've heard great things.
I yeah, literally heard how the cyclic rate on it is just
They're fast.
yeah.
I'm curious what the cyclic rate is on the FRT Glock versus the full fun Glock, because the cyclic rate on the
Yeah.
full fun is stupid. It doesn't sound like a gun.
Well, and then you take a 22, and the cyclic rate's even faster.
I'm just imagining just
Like Yeah, that C18, like that's actually got pretty quick cyclic rate. Or
Cool.
Glock 18, not C18.
Yeah,
Glock
yeah, yeah. It's it's stupid. It sounds like the fart cannon on a on a riced out car. It's just like "Brrr," done. 30 rounds gone.
Yeah.
It's silly.
Anyways, we're getting into nonsense. Tony, what did you get up to?
Didn't get up too
Guns?
much.
Well,
I
not
was
nonsense, but
a lot of nonsense. I got sick over the weekend, so I didn't attend the shotgun match that was held at CDTSA. But it's like, well, I'm either sleeping or I have a little bit of free time on my hands, so I'm doing a little bit more exploration with the 303 loading thing. I got brass from my buddy who we're trying to diagnose his gun. He's mentioning that his previous story. He's mentioning his bolt clearance might be a little tight, and his chambers might be a little tight because he is using a bolt that doesn't belong to his gun. But I believe his is a number 1, not a number 4. So I think the design intent wasn't to have interchangeable bolt on that particular gun. So
Nope.
for 303s, a thing you would often do to lengthen brass life is to neck size your brass because they often have headspace issues where the headspace is too long. And by either shooting factory ammo, which is just not very cost effective in the long run, if you full length size it every time, if your chamber is really big and you're trying to force it back into the SAMI shape, you're just working the brass a lot because the brass expands when it's used, and then you're trying to force it back into the. It will fit every single gun designed this way size. Excuse me. So we try to neck size it, but funny enough, the neck size brass actually will not fit in my number 4. So his chamber
From
is
the next size from his gun won't
for
fit yours.
his gun.
Oh
Will
yeah, that makes
not.
sense. That makes
Yeah,
total
it's
sense.
often
Yeah.
the case, but it doesn't quite fit the descriptor of he think his chamber is tight because that wouldn't quite reflect that. You would think if the chamber is in all dimensions smaller than my chamber, then you can neck size it and it'll still fit in my chamber, but that doesn't seem to be quite the case. Although the 303 full length size brass does work just fine as you would expect, hopefully. So there's probably going to be a little bit more range testing going on down the line. Other than that, I'm trying to change and improve how my low recoil 303 load is done. Last time when I tested them early in the season, I mentioned the first the velocity is pretty low. It's only about 1700 FPS, and just the variation in velocity is just humongous because from Hodgdon's website, you're filling the case to about 60% of the max charge, which for a big case like 303, it's really not a lot of powder. So I'm boosting up the charge weight by about 10% from the minimum that's given. And we'll see how that turns out. If anything is like around and below 2000, that'll be great. I can theoretically go up to 2500 because of the plated bullet I'm using, but I have the chronograph, so we'll figure it out at a different time. And lastly, because the whole Staccato warranty thingy, I'm looking at pistols in the States, and especially Nighthawk pistols, which are really expensive.
Hmm.
And I learned a thing for Nighthawks, even their 10 millimeter guns would have a ram barrel. And if you want to put a 22 conversion kit on it, you want a non-rammed frame. So that means I'm having to look at 45s, which is fine, but only that combination will work for what it's worth. And that's about it, what I did last week. What about you, Drill? I've heard you're busy.
Yeah, because I think I took a week off, right? Did a Pal R Pal, both from a full long weekend. And I camped for it because why not save the driving, right? And I took a look at it, and I've that weekend I've camped 15 weekends this year,
Wow.
and I have
Nice.
nine more to go. That's 24 weekends. I think that's about half the year,
Half
isn't
That's
the
it?
half the
year.
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm jealous.
yeah. I sleep really well when I camp. I like I wake up in the morning. And it's like, oh, it's time to go. So I like camping, and I like sleeping in too. I hate having to wake up at 5:30 or whatever from my place and then drive an hour and get to a place. I'd rather get another hour of sleep. I did a proof of proficiency for an ATC for a guy, and I'd done one before for someone, but it was so long ago that I was like hard to remember what was involved with it.
What is the requirement as the prover?
Like, what are my qualifications? You can be a range executive, or a specified instructor, or a qualified RO. There's a couple of things in there.
That's it.
The it's not a huge bar to, like, you have to hit in an 18-inch circle, which is friggin' huge, at 5, 10, and 15 meters from standing and kneeling, and you have to hit 80% of your shots.
Wow.
20 seconds, 6-shot string.
So there is some
6-shot strings in 20
6
seconds?
shots though. That's not a lot.
The guy I was watching is a 3-gunner, and you got most of them done in 5 seconds. Just
Yeah.
go, done. Yeah. It's not a stressful test. That one's for self-protection from wildlife. There's also a dispatch of wildlife where you have to shoot a 4-inch circle with a 22 at 3 and 6 meters, which is also like, that's at least a little bit more accuracy, but that one is
Does they dictate the type of target reticle you can use?
no
So you can put a dot on it.
But you have to use whatever gun you're going to use for the thing. So if you're going to,
That sounds like a chicken and egg problem, though.
it might be. Yeah, it might be. Or you'd have to find someone who
I'm
has
gonna
that gun
pocket
and then
carry
borrow it.
a 4 1/4-inch 2011 every day.
No, you get someone who has that gun and borrow it from them for that class, and then because like in the before times this wasn't an issue. You go buy it,
buy the gun.
yeah, and then you get practiced with it, and you go do the test, and you're done, right? But these days it's now it is a problem. So now, yeah, it would be something where you'd want to find someone who maybe has access to some of those guns that you might want to.
We gotta ask Ian and ask Serbu, can you pass that test with a buttmaster?
Let me think about that.
You'd have to be fast.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, there's no sights on it too, so that'd be hard.
Put a red dot on it. It's a red dot.
What's the distance?
For which one? 5, 10,
15
meter
though.
15
Yeah.
meter. But it's an 18-inch circle. You'd never shoot 18. 18 is like, it's huge, man. Absolutely huge.
That's massive.
Yeah.
That's 1.5 feet diameter. That's huge.
Yeah, it's huge. I guess, like, that's kind of the bear running at you or whatever. So get in there.
They didn't say you have to do a one-handed, eh?
No one-handed. Two-handed is what I would do. Let's see. I did a maple seed. It was also full. Yeah, good maple seed. I brought my Norinco NS522, which is kind of my gamer 22 rifle, and I shot an MQT with it, and it was going good. So we started on stage 4, the bottom stage. I cleared it 100 out of 100 on that stage, on the last stage.
Wow.
My stage 3, I shanked 1 shot. My stage 2 was mostly good, and then stage 1, I'm doing really good, and then trigger's not doing anything. Bolt go up, bolt goes down, and I see the striker moving forward with the bolt. I'm like, oh, that's not good.
Why did you decide to trust your life to the Chinese?
Well, okay, so I have a hair clip in it. The trigger spring, I pulled out. I have a dollar store hair clip in there. So I'm like, the hair clip must have gone because it's got a pound trigger in there. That's probably why it's not resetting this year. I took it home, and that wasn't the issue.
Excellent.
Every screw in the trigger group was loose. The side plate, the top one that holds it like up where it needs to be to catch on the sear, that was probably the one that screwed me over.
I'm trying to find in my brain if I ever heard about the term Loctite in China.
I probably should have used some Loctite. I just torqued them all down and called it good rather than Loctiting them. I think like I probably had it loose because I was testing it, and I took it to the range to test it, and I just never retorqued them. And I bedded the action to the stock, so I didn't really want to take the action off ever, and that's probably why those things got loose, because I
lack of maintenance. Then
lack of maintenance. I never take the barrel off the stock, and finally I did, and it's like a bunch of loose screws, so fixed all those up. But it's too bad because it was good. It was going to be north of 240 for my score on that one.
Oh,
yeah. Would that be your best score? What's your best score so far?
I got a 245 and a 244. Wow. But and I to be honest, I shanked one on stage 3 that would have kept me away from like the 245 plus. Because like when you're going for that, you know if you screw up one, it's like
that's it.
Yeah, not going to hit a high score. Otherwise it was great with the guys there. Really good core of instructors. It makes it very easy to run those things. I got home. I started ordering some stuff, so I needed to make a decision on what gun to run for Peace River with my boy, and so I decided to order a TM22 Pro 12-inch barrel.
Does it have the big handguard?
Yeah, it has it's not a huge handguard, but the bigger one, not the teeny tiny one. But G4C had that for the cheapest price, and they had free shipping on guns, so it's like,
ooh, good deal.
Got to do that. I was gonna get the mags with them, but like adding a couple mags like increased the price by way too much, because the mag shipping was gonna be $35 for
you should just
25.
Like not pay it and call them, say, hey, shove the mags in the same box. Thanks.
Yeah, that would have been smart, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I'll pick them somewhere. Yeah, that's what I'm going to run. So we'll run TM22s. Now, it was strategic. I want to run like the same mag. We're going to run the same mags on our pistol and the same mags on our rifle, because our rifle is going to be TM22s. So we'll just run the stick mags. He runs a Jericho. I run a Shadow 2. Guess what? Same mags. Yeah. I've just recently got some more base pads from JF Gunworks. So I've got we got red ones, we got silver ones, and I've got a lot. We have enough mags. Of course. Yes.
They look like it.
They have to be the Mekgar mags, because they're a lot better. I'm
still eyeing the Wilson Combat 1911 mags. They're $74 on sale each.
Oh, a buddy of mine, and listener of the show, he clued me in on some of these. So we bought from, I think it was Bashaw Sports, and these were $33.
Nice,
which is good deal. Yeah, I do have one of the. This is actually an IWI branded mag, but
throw that away. Throw it away. I hate those. I hate them so much.
See, this won't fit my mag well. No, I don't care, because it goes up there and it doesn't get used. All the other ones, though. So I've even gotten base pads that will fit my mag well, or my kid's gun. So handgun mags are the same, rifle mags are the same, shotgun, we're both shooting 12 gauges. I don't know how we're not going to share mags for that, but all our stuff is the same, which should make packing and all that stuff easier, right?
Yep.
You hope.
Yeah. Are we going to run short on shotgun shells on the shotgun stage?
Shotgun shell prices are going up.
Well, their shotgun shell stages are target rich, and my kid he doesn't pay for the ammo, so he uses a lot of it. So,
well, you need to pay for the ammo now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get some, like, because I have a chest rig, but he normally runs that. I'll have to figure something out.
Here is your ration of ammo. Use it wisely.
Yeah, because I guess we were out there in June, and he did run out on that stage.
How many rounds did he carry? He ran out.
Well, the chest rig's 24, and he had some in the gun, and anyways, we'll have to bring some more. Yeah. I fixed it. Oh yeah, okay. So I fixed that 22. I also fixed that 22 that you used, Tony. I put the old barrel back on it. I put that I have a 16-inch stainless, and I put that on there so that the barrel clamp is actually
the barrel is no longer free floating.
It's no longer free floating on the receiver side of the gun.
It's very free
that's not. You think that's not good for accuracy, but you seem to do just fine with it. You made hits at long range with it.
Long range first round hits.
First round hits. Boom, boom,
Okay.
boom. You wouldn't know that you can just like rattle the barrel around on that thing. Doesn't matter. I've been shooting some ISSF Rapids, which is the style for the Olympics. And I've been doing it with my Norinco Olympian, as it were, because it's an Olympic pistol, right? And I put the weight on it because it's made to.
That looks supremely uncomfortable.
No, it's one-handed, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, at least your finger clear. I feel like there's not a lot of gap there.
There isn't, but it brings a lot of that weight down and underneath here. And the barrel's fixed. The slide reciprocates, so that doesn't reciprocate or anything like that. And the barrel just stays there. So it's actually very smooth just going through, clicking through the targets. Well, and the big, like, I could care less about the weight. The thing that I really like that I did is that fiber optic front sight. Yeah. I ground it down, and I wanted to get like a good contact, enough fiber to give me a nice bright dot. So I ground the front sight down a lot, and now I have a 6 o'clock hold, which means it hits high because the front sight.
Is it legal for this sport to have fiber fronts?
Don't know. It's actually, in a sporting sense, probably not as good as just plain irons. But for me it is, because that's how I shoot all my guns. I might just knock the rear sight down a little bit so that I level it out, or I might just leave it, because like, to be honest, like the 6 o'clock hold is fine. It's actually very easy to run through.
6 o'clock? How far?
So there's 10 rings. I'm at about the 7 rings. So like not at the bottom of the target, but just a little bit into it, which is actually really good. I got really consistent highs, like decent scores. The last one I ran, not the best. Like there's some better shooters at it than me, but
it's kind of not the point, because the proper targets have these siding bars on the side. Mm-hmm. So you're supposed to swing with the bar. So that's going to kind of break it.
Sure. But yeah, I'm not good enough for any of this stuff to matter. But the
$200 aspiring Olympian, Adrian.
Yeah. And then another listener sent me a bunch of Hawk optics stuff.
Hawk
test out. Yeah, they've been around for a while, but they're bringing in some better stuff. Like their first stuff that they brought in was kind of cheap, but now they're bringing in some better stuff. So one of the things is this dot. And I've actually taken a look at this thing. Let's just
prism
live on the air. Let's find out.
Looks like a vortex, at least the reticle.
Well, that's because they're all made in China, and well, that could just be a red dot. Looks kind of big though. Looks like it would be like a 4x. And that is magnified. That looks like about a 4x. Yeah, so it's a 4x prism.
Cool.
So I guess the 4x20 is, yeah, it says 4x24 on it. So yeah, 4x by 24. Neat.
With a little bit of a swing back. That's good for your eye relief.
Ooh, that is quite open. Wow. Yeah, so one of the things I look for in a prism is how much black do you have on the edge, or is it just like a really good prism or a really good scope? A lot of them have like very little dark on the edge, and you've got like a nice big eye box in there, and that one's pretty good for what it is. And then the other thing that among like some other little goodies and that kind of thing was their big precision scope. 5 to 25 by 56, 34 millimeter tube.
Pretty standard size for like rimfire PRS and stuff.
Yeah. Well, 34 millimeters is starting to get more popularity than 30.
Sure.
Yeah, more adjustment and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be testing that stuff. I think I started talking about that TM22, and I think I skipped the other guns I got. So Cabela's Bass Pro has a sale on their Wildcats right now. It's $320, and I think it's $50 rebate, so that you end up being like $270 or something like that. So I got one for a PAL gun, and then I was like, you know what? One of my bolt actions, like, it's not the best. I would really like to use something better for a bolt action, and the Norinco 334s are a really good one, because you can just pull the firing pin out and And now like there's nothing to it, but it extracts and runs the ammo out.
Does it not have a 3-position safety though?
Yeah, sure does. Yeah, right there.
Does that not confuse people?
Yeah, it locks the bolt. Lots of guns do that. I would rather teach people about stuff that they're going to run into. A lot of guns need to be on fire to run, and that's not the only one. There's lots of guns like that. Yeah. So I relegate. That was the rifle that my older son was using for hunting. That's now relegated to the PAL kit, and he is now going to be running this.
Ooh, camel, fancy.
Yeah, it's the Axis 2
fluted barrel too. That is very fancy.
Yeah, fluted barrel, threaded. Not that I care about that, but yeah, threaded. It's got the bolt handle looks different, which I don't really care about that either.
Looks cool.
It does have the Accu trigger, and the stock is different than the older gen
original one.
Yeah, that's more of like a pistol grip, so it's a little bit more comfortable from that perspective. Safety on this one is it's pretty stiff. It needs to be worked a bit, and it's just a 2-position. There is no 3-position on the Axis, as far as I know. And like all the Axes, it's got that kind of hitch at the top. Like it's not a smooth pop up to the top. You got to put a little bit more.
Yeah. Run it fast, you'll be fine.
Yeah. One thing I noticed is that they changed the magazines. So the Axis magazines, I think they've actually been through 3 iterations now. The original one had this like bent plastic thing that went off the front, and then they went to a plunger one, still steel body, and now it's plastic body, plastic follower. I think there's probably a metal spring in there, but that's about it. So
no rust.
It's bulged a little bit at the bottom, bulged just a little bit more. It holds the same capacity. I thought it would hold less, because if you look at the walls, the wall thickness on that plastic is like, how can that hold as much? But they actually made it so that it kind of sticks out just a bit more.
Did he change caliber then?
So the Axis they only sell it in a long action. They sell, like, you can get a shorter magazine, but it just goes into still a long action. So I got it in 270.
Do you
it's
have
the same as 6.5? It's just a long action. It'll be a little bit smoother. Like 6.5 in especially in the Axis, sometimes it jams up as you're pushing forward because it's got a sharp shoulder on it. 270 should be a little bit smoother and more speed.
Do you have
I'm set up for reload.
270 gun?
I used to. I have lots of reloading stuff for 270. Lots of bullets, lots of powder, lots of cases. I need to figure out if I'm gonna reload. Well, I should probably reload for it. Maybe I'll buy like some once fired cases, or maybe some.
You gotta tell the boy to reload himself. Jesus,
I'll get him to reload it himself. Yeah, part of the experience. He's old enough. But that thing, okay, that was $5.99, but there's a $75 rebate. So it's like $5.25 or something like that.
I'm pretty sure the rebate's in US dollars too, so that's gonna make you big money.
Yeah, the Axis 2, the new Axis that they're selling right now, they're selling one for $450, and today's the last day of the sale. So the regular, like $450, fantastic price. I was thinking like maybe I'll get one of those, but then I was there and I was looking at the flyer. I'm like, this is $5.99. This is $70 more, and it's got a fluted barrel, an Accu trigger. Looks better. Yeah,
looks fancy.
So, yeah. So I got that one. So this weekend, I don't actually have an event this weekend. Weird, really weird. I'm probably still gonna hit the range. I got to do some testing. I got a bunch of optics to test. The Axis 2 Pro, that guy. The Alcor 8500 and 308. I should put a scope on there and actually test it now that I have it running.
You're gonna hunt with it,
keeping it running.
I think it's gonna run now. I think they just like they made the firing pin poorly, and I fixed it by fixing it, and now I think it's gonna run. It's still not good. I still wouldn't recommend it.
Like it won't run for long. Like
no, I think reliability wise, I think it's gonna be fine. There's things that are bad about it. The magazine, like insertion and removal, is awful, absolutely awful. It might as well not even be a detachable magazine. There's lots to shit talk about that kind. I think reliability might be fine though. I know the 223's got some problems that.
It's not a high volume gun.
Correct. Yeah, I would not be competing with it. I would use it.
I think it's just a non-starter. How are you going to remove the magazine? It takes 2 hands.
Sure, but if you're hunting, that doesn't matter. You just
Right,
put
I'm
the
just saying,
magazine
like,
in, load it up,
dude,
and go.
who is gonna shoot heavy metal with
Yeah,
this?
I wouldn't use it for competition. Not
No.
a chance. No, we'll talk about some other cope guns later that we could use for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
Let's save that for.
yeah. What else might I was thinking, I was just looking around in the gun room. What else do I need to test here? That Crawl KR22, I want to do more rigorous testing on it. So I'm going to run a bunch of ammo through it. It's got a history of light strikes and a reputation of light strikes. So I want to see if mine will do that. CZ452 Scout, which is a teeny tiny little 22. And then maybe the trombone, that pump action 22. Maybe I'll get it out. It's kind of fun. I cleaned it up real nice. It's all nice and slick, ready to go.
Oh, I love pump action 22. It's one of the few things I still need in my collection.
Yeah. Oh, and I was doing this before the show, but I got an engraver. I was engraving some ammo, some dummy ammo, and now I think I might engrave some more stuff, like some magazine base pads and
All the things.
put my initials in the stock of the gun and like
Put your
a
driver
penny in
license
there.
number on it.
No, glue a penny in there or something, or a loony into the stock. I'm not doing any of this, just in case anyone's wondering. I forgot where we're at. Who's next here?
That's me.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, I did gun things. I mean, honestly, right now it's not shocking. My life is all guns all the time. Very tired. I, I bought more ammo. I'm really missing my reloading bench a lot. Not that it's gone anywhere. I just don't have time to sit there and plug away at producing ammunition. I'm spending a lot of money buying it. But that's okay. It also means I'm shooting, which is a thing that I need. I've been doing a whole bunch of dry fire practice. I had my handgun course with Silvercore come up this weekend finally on Saturday. So like before that, it was a lot of dry fire practice, lots of work with my holster, lots of just being very cognizant about how I'm drawing, just getting those kind of muscle memory built in both to drawing and then more importantly to reholstering because that's usually where people have accidents. So just being very conscientious about slowing down when things are going back into the holster. So lots and lots of that, and lots of that post my course. But yeah, I shot my handgun course. I had so much fun. It did suck getting up at the same time I get up every other day to go to work, um, but it was worth it. Um, I learned a whole bunch of things, brought home some skills and things to practice. It was it was also funny though the instructor definitely I left me feeling pretty comfortable about midway through the day with just like with where I was. Like obviously I can fill a book with things I don't know, but I'm not a novice. And just you can always tell when you're doing any kind of courses, like when instructors pay attention to you versus kind of like just check in on you. And you're like, you're doing all right. I'm gonna pay attention to these four guys over here. And it was definitely one of those situations, which was kind of cool. Because I have my handgun is definitely my weakest of all of my things. Just something I don't get out to the range and practice quite enough of, and I've sort of felt that skill slowly but surely deteriorate. But I'm getting it back, getting it back. You guys saw in the chat, but I won a hat at my course, which was fun. Midway through the day, they did a drill, little competition between all of us. After we've gone through half the day, and everybody knows how to run their stuff. We've done lots of drills, we've done lots of practice. We've kind of got the jitters out. We know what we're doing, and we did the Elijah Dickin drill, which is named after the 22-year-old who stopped the idiot soy boy mass shooter in the mall a couple of years ago. By literally, the kid was like sitting having a burger with his girlfriend in the food court, and someone decides to ruin everybody's day. Comes this, the antagonist, if we will, comes out of the bathroom. He with a rifle and a chest rig, aiming to do only bad things. And he did unfortunately do a couple of bad things. There was a couple of people that didn't make it, but from the time he started shooting, this kid got up from his seat, ran 10 yards, and then took just an impressive. He took 10 shots at the guy, and I think he put 9 of them into the target, if you will, inside of 16 seconds. From I'm eating a burger to I've stopped a mass shooter in 16 seconds, which is really really impressive. And I remember being really impressed by that when that happened. It was a couple years ago, and I built my own version of this drill that I did practice for a little bit because I was just like, I would love to be that competent with a firearm, and I didn't feel like I was quite there. So the drill was basically the same thing. They started us off about 10 yards down range, because it was 40-yard range, run towards the firing line, turn, and then put 10 rounds on target. And the target was just like standard steel, like 8 by 12 kind of steel target, 40 yards down. So that's quite a shot, right? Um, like it's not nothing at that distance. And the goal is to take 10 shots, and from the time the timer goes beep, you've got 16 seconds to run down range, turn, fire off your 10 rounds. And yeah, I got 9 out of 10 in 15 seconds, and I was quite proud of that. So, and yeah, but I was also cheating because I was using a super awesome SIG 320 with a red dot on it. And yeah.
Just a laser, hey?
The work itself.
Oh, thank you. That one was good, Kyle. Practically shoots itself. No, honestly, the that was good. No, the instructor was also shooting a 320, and so all day he and I were going back and forth making little quips about our super awesome guns that were super awesome and very reliable and absolutely had no issues whatsoever, including but not limited to shooting on their own. Um, no, it was a lot of fun. It was the thing that I found the most refreshing though was just like I know lots of people that have guns. Obviously, anybody in the department has a gun license. I know lots of people that kind of shoot for one reason or another. Maybe they hunt, maybe they, just have a gun or two. Going out and shooting with people that like are taking firearms courses because they want to be more proficient with this or with that. You tend to make friends and hang out with folks that are as interested in a thing as you. So that was really really awesome. And yeah, I came back from that day feeling just about as, as happy and like light as a good day at the range or the when I went skydiving the other week. So it was a good day. Um, I the other night I absolutely destroyed my fingers. We one of our scenes, we've got a belt-fed machine gun of some variety going off on set, or we did, and I was helping reload belt lengths by hand, and my fingers were hurty, but it's a fun skill. You can go faster than the machine after a little while. Um, I cleaned my SIG. We were talking about gun cleaning. My SIG was not slide locking as frequently as I would have liked while I was at the course. I don't think it'd been a couple of range trips since I've cleaned it, so I probably put 3 or 4,000 rounds through it since I've cleaned it last. And yeah, it was starting to maybe not slide lock every time there was an empty magazine. And yeah, maybe things were feeling a little crunchier than they needed to be. So finally cleaned that, and it definitely needed it. But otherwise, like even though it was dirty, the gun ran super reliable. It just didn't slide lock all the time, which was kind of good because like one of the things we were doing was a lot of clearing malfunctions. There's lots of all right, here, load up your buddy's mags, put some dummies in there, and make sure to mix them up good, and doing different drills while you're trying to clear different stoppages. So it ended up being kind of in my favor to get those tap rack movements, kind of that muscle memory built back in, because I don't necessarily do as much of that as maybe I should at the range. It's hard to like blindly load your own mags because I mean you can tell the difference between a dummy round and a live round in your hands even if you're not looking. You're like, okay, well, I can kind of guess where these are going to go. But yeah, so that was good. Didn't have an ND, not even one time with my 320, so that was great. And then, oh yes, my other onset gun story that I like hit the brakes on earlier. So another scene, another day. We had a bolt gun. We were doing blank fire on set outside, and it was a night shoot. And so we were doing it like really late. I don't know how we got a noise variance because we were shooting until very, very early in the morning. But we were only running quarter loads, just out of politeness. But it was still pretty loud, so we decided to switch to solid plugs, which are not really necessary in a bolt action because we don't solid plug anything. If people have heard me explain before, solid plug is a specific type of blank that is just like a couple of grains of powder at best, where you have no constrictor in the barrel. It's actually the barrel is completely plugged, and it's literally just to cycle the action and kick out a casing. So out of an abundance of politeness for our neighbors where we were filming, we switched to solid plugs so that the bang coming out of the gun was a little quieter. But then as the night dragged on and we got to like the dew point where things started getting cooler and damper, the flash coming out of that muzzle was starting to like look like a Bic lighter, and it was getting kind of unimpressive. And the
Huh.
so
Wait,
yeah,
you
yeah,
plug the barrel. How do you see flash?
we don't plug the barrel. No, we the solid plug blanks
Oh, sorry,
are
because you're not shooting a semi-auto, so it doesn't matter.
correct. So there's nothing in the barrel in the bolt action. So we'd get more flat. We'd still get a flash out of the solid plugs, but less bang, right? Like less bang, also less flash, but some flash. But because it was getting cooler and more moist, just outside, the barrel was colder, it was absorbing a bunch of that heat, and the flash was not really a flash so much as like, just a little twinkle coming out of the barrel. Um, and the solve for it was hilarious. Took out a torch, heat up the barrel.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Not we weren't like turning it red hot. We weren't changing the colors or anything. We just heated up the barrel just enough so it was nice and warm. If your hands were getting cold, you could warm your hands up on the barrel. It'd be fine. And then you know what? We got way more pop, way more flash because it didn't have that moisture in the barrel anymore, and the little bit of powder burning isn't actively losing energy to the barrel, and also wasn't conflicting with as much moisture down the barrel because like that goes away too. So yeah, that solved it. We got more pop, more flash. So it's just like anecdotally entertaining. And that, while not all I did in guns this week, is enough of what I've done in guns this week. So with that, how about we move to upcoming events? HGG Firearms Training.ca has their schedule live for 2026, but it looks like there's a couple pals coming up on
Yeah,
September 19th,
19th and
September
20th.
20th. Just
Yeah,
pals.
both days. Just double helping a pal. And then
Love
I'll
it.
do the R pal in October.
Sweet. Three gun matches. Check out threegun.ca for the three gun matches. There is a match at Chaz on September 12th. Another at CDTSA September 13th. There is a combat shotgun match at SPFGA. That's Sherwood Park Fishing Game Association. Ha! I know it. Finally, that one's going on September 19th. And then October 3rd to 4th, we've got MP3G team match. MP3G, help me out.
That's Mighty Peace.
Mighty Peace
Mighty
region.
Peace, thank you. Right. Great. Calgary area, BTSA. We've got IPSC Steel, almost guns.
Almost all the guns. No rifle. Well, no big bore rifles, but rimfire, pistol, shotgun.
So
IPSC style steel match. Yeah,
bring it
coming
and
up
ring
this
steel
weekend.
with it. And that's this weekend.
That is correct.
Sweet. CDTSA got a mini rifle 30. When is that? We don't know.
That's the
Also this
Sunday.
weekend.
I
Oh,
think.
that's the Sunday. Okay, copy that. That is also this weekend. And that's if you're in the Calgary area, folks. Tony's very excited, I know. Okay, well, Adriel, do you want to talk about the upcoming Maple Seeds? There's a couple. There's a Kamloops one.
Yeah, so August 29th and 30th will be at CDTSA. Those are sold out, but you can join the waitlist if you want to. August 29th in Eganville, that one's sold out. September 12th in Sherwood Park, that one's sold out. September 19th in KTSA, that's Kamloops. That one's not sold out. And October 24th and 25th in Stittsville, Ontario. Also not sold out.
I skipped the sold out ones for a reason because they're sold out. What's the point in announcing
Maybe
them?
people want to go on the wait list.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Yeah.
And then for folks in Ontario, the Ontario Rifle Association.ca ORA calendar is up. I don't know if they still got events going on. I don't know when that starts and stops. Dave doesn't like me enough to be on the show when I'm on, so that's just life. I'm gonna keep poking at him. All right, on to the news. So we got a couple of news stories. Looks like the Crown really doesn't like this Windsor gun collector who improperly stored his firearms. Seems like they are seeking prison because that's what we do. We punish the law abiding and we let the criminals go. It's bizarro land. Oh, you're muted, Adriel.
You're muted.
He's not really law abiding, like, just to be clear.
Okay, I understand. Firearms were unsafe, and I look. I don't actually. I don't remember what the circumstances were specifically here. Was it just unsafe storage, or was it like a bunch of unsafe storage? Was it? Are they splitting hairs?
Is this the just a second? None
I
of
was
the
wondering
recovered
specific-
firearms were in a locked container. Many were not secured with proper locking devices. Okay, so
Mhm.
20 restricted firearms in his apartment. So some of them had trigger locks, some of them didn't. Some of them were just kind of hanging out. Yeah, mostly handguns, leaving handguns unlocked in his bedroom.
So basically, an action that in the United States and most places would be completely fine.
But then also tried to smuggle handgun parts in from the States, including prohibited barrels and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a little naughtier.
Yeah.
We don't condone smuggling.
Yeah, and they came in with a label of auto parts on them.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, so probably only good things. No, look,
Yeah.
as somebody who begrudgingly abides by all of our annoying safe storage laws, I understand the desire to not follow them, and perhaps I think it's okay to feel like they're a little bit draconian and unnecessary.
Well, this is a victimless crime. There's no
Yes.
victim here.
Yes. Don't get me wrong.
yeah.
If you leave a firearm out available and somebody that shouldn't have access to it accesses it and does something terrible with it, throw the book at you. I am fine with that. I just don't agree with beating people over the head for, like you said, a victimless crime.
Yeah. Anyways, they're seeking. I purposefully put these two articles next to each other because in one they're seeking jail time.
Yes,
and the next one they're.
Oh, I know.
Not.
Yeah. So, also in Ontario, we've got an Ontario judge sentencing a handgun trafficker to house arrest because, trafficking handguns into the illegal market where they're almost exclusively going to be used to harm and otherwise disrupt our polite society. That guy needs a break. This is what I mean. This is the frustrating, juxtaposition. Got a license, you go through the steps to follow the law, and you make a mistake, jail. You're a criminal, and you supply the black market with the means to do harm to innocent folk. House arrest.
Yeah,
that annoys me.
It was his first time. It was the other guy's first time too.
Yeah.
But
you know what? You can be your first time smuggling handguns to criminals. You know what's going to happen with them. Like, it's not what did he think was going to happen to them? They were going to go hunting?
Well, the funny thing here is like this this used to have a mandatory minimum of 3 years.
Yeah, then the Liberals got rid of that.
They got part of it was Liberals, part of it was Liberal appointed judges.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, fair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But they did reduce the sentences for firearm smuggling as well. And
that's correct.
Not only did they do away with the minimum mandatory, they actually lightened the sentences for this particular crime, facilitating the ability for this justice to hand out a house arrest sentence for something pretty egregious.
But, he's addicted to stuff, and he's trying real hard, and he's pursuing real retraining and close support and stuff.
Yeah, I had a hard childhood, and wrong place, wrong time. Probably
you don't want to throw the book at those people. You want to throw the book at the people who are not doing anything wrong and not selling the guns to criminals. These came out in the same week.
I know.
these two stories. I think it just points to where our justice system is. 10 years of liberal rule in the feds has caused so many issues. So much of what Carney's getting credit for right now is reversing stuff that Trudeau put in.
I know.
Even their crime bills are like, maybe don't give everyone bail. Maybe don't release the violent criminals who are kidnapping people and stealing cars and doing all this other kind of stuff.
It's okay. I have it on good authority that the changes that they made were pretty minute and don't seem to be affecting the crime rates all that very much, unfortunately. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But elbows up, folks. All right. What's news to me since I am a Westerner? What's this next one? Via rail.
Via rail. Who put this one in? Tony, you got this one? Traveling with a handgun on the train?
So
no can do.
It's funny because my buddy went to the country's capital, so he's booking a ticket to go from Ottawa to Toronto via train. I was like, oh, okay. Well, they're always throwing the idea, oh, we're gonna build a train between Edmonton and Calgary. Public transit is excellent. I'm not against public transit. I came from a very big city. It's often convenient enough to take the train. I just didn't know they have stricter rules than airlines. Like, you cannot shoot an IPSC match with your pistol and going to places on the train. Because I'm a Westerner, I don't know how Ontario operated, but you could have non-restricted firearm checked in. You cannot have restricted firearm checked in.
Really?
Why?
Interesting.
So
who knows?
You just could. So you cannot. So like, if I'm in the Toronto area and I want to shoot an IPSC match in the Ottawa area, and I have a buddy who's going to pick me up, I can't just take my pistol case and drop it off at a carousel saying, here's a firearm, please check it for me. You could do that on a plane. You couldn't do that with very rail. It's crazy. I
wonder if it's because there's like you've got more because like the train's cargo, like you can access that from the train. Maybe, perhaps? Question? I don't know.
Probably because you can.
what's the difference between it? I saw they want to ban assault style weapons,
No,
which
we
are
already got rid of those.
rifles.
You're not allowed to have those, so it's fine. You can hunting rifles, just hunting rifles. Tony.
I think. Well, like Tony, does Via Rail have any? Do they have a security? Do you have to go through security to get on the train?
I thought so.
I don't know. It's a genuine question because it's just like, if you have handguns, you can't travel unless you put them in your pants, and then you can. Is that what this is?
All of your back, and you're good. You're gonna want to carry that at the 6 o'clock position, and yeah.
No, you gotta sit either appendix. You have to sit in the train seat. You don't be leaning back on that.
Yeah, fair.
Shoulder under the
shoulder.
arm.
I'm a big fan of shoulder holster. Yes,
classy, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Tony and I did talk about this last week, but I was curious about your take on the Sherwood Park Fish and Game Association selected as the new delivery organization for the Alberta PAL courses. What does that mean? Like, does that mean anything to you, Adriel? Like, what does that? Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything for anyone except for me. All that means is I pick up my course materials from a different provider. If I need to rent a kit, I pick it up from a different provider and drop off my course materials at a different provider.
Okay.
For normal people, you still just work with your instructors, and your instructors put on courses. There's no difference there.
So it's just a different distributor for the course material, basically.
Kind of, yeah. He has been running it since it came up, and their contract came due. And I don't know what the provincial government chose not to renew it, and chose to go with Sherwood Park Fish and Game.
Cool. Tony, I know you were talking about the warranty storm from Staccato. I'm assuming, did you post these?
Yeah. So the story continues a little bit, I guess. So,
well, what is the story?
It started as Staccato is going to cut some of its smaller dealers from its network. I don't blame them for doing that, but the way they did it was not so elegant, let's put it that way. And then it called into question if, I believe this is more fake news than real, but they're going to class the remaining stock from these smaller dealers as used inventories and not qualify for warranty. I don't believe that's true.
No, they came out and they've come out and said their warranty, any Staccato pistol used or
Right.
new.
So that's the interest. So Nighthawk came out with the mockery saying, doesn't matter if you're the 10th owner, we're going to warranty you based on a serial number. So Staccato's like, oh, we're taking a lot of backlash here. So they basically read it as saying that they're going to warranty all the Staccato guns, but not the STI guns, which were warranted for life back in the day. So I guess they didn't do the whole job. But I've I've seen a lot of stories of, for example, Remington's. They go out of business. They came back. They don't want to inherit the liability of the old stock, so they just cut the warranties off to the previous organization. I guess the same name but previous ownership, let's say. And it would appear that O-Site has joined in as well. That and it was the
I like.
exact. It's the funny thing. It's the exact same
Exactly.
formula. It's very funny.
They
So I thought I have to
just put
post it here.
O-Site over top of the
Yeah,
bus.
and
That's
it's
so
the
good.
same color, so that's pretty funny. Yeah, so OSI is saying
Excellent.
they're gonna cover all the products.
The
I guess
read more in comments is exactly the same.
yeah, it's the same
Exactly
font,
the same.
everything.
Beautiful.
So yeah, tactical plagiarism is here, folks. I guess Vortex don't have to make a post about it. I've used their services; they seem to be fine. So it's pretty
Yeah.
funny though.
Everybody knows about Vortex warranties.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone's experienced.
Everyone's
the
used it.
Vortex experience. I like their
Oh.
stuff, but yeah, I have used their warranty.
I actually haven't, and I have a bunch of Vortex optics.
How hard do you use them?
I've been rough on a couple of them, honestly.
pretty-
I've
that's pretty
been honestly impressed that I haven't broken a few.
I've broken one of those. I broke some primary arms. Probably some other stuff. I'm just not thinking.
I still don't understand how mine broke. It was the tiny. Well, it's not a tiny drizzle for Alberta standard. It was quite a bit of rain, but it was not raining that bad, and it decided not to adjust the brightness anymore. So that yeah.
So then,
Yeah.
my favorite piece of news, the CCFR is suing Yves-Francois Blachette. I really wanted to mispronounce his name, but
You did too good of a job.
I did. I was going to say why Vez Francois Blanchett.
No, your elementary school classes will not let you do that.
What?
For the listeners, that's the leader of the Bloc Québécois. For defamation, they're suing him after the Bondi Beach incident and his blaming of the gun lobby because he sucks.
Yeah, he straight up blamed the gun lobby for
Bondi turning Beach. A blind eye to the gun lobby. I think that's the wording. Well, wording in Quebecois that I cannot fathom, but separate.
Hey, it's like why aren't we like getting after the gun lobby? It's like what the fuck are you talking about, man?
Like, you've been doing nothing but.
This is a radical Islamic guy. Like two guys go out and shoot a bunch of Jews up, and it's like, oh, it's a gun lobby. It's like, what are you smoking, dude?
It's those darn legal gun owners that did
and their
this.
lobby and their lobby. It's got to be their fault somehow.
Oh, I wish they had separated in the 90s. Why didn't they? But yeah, anyways, the CCFR has said enough is enough, and they're fighting back. They're going to sue him, and whatever, it'll be years before there's a real resolution to that. But still, we love to see it. Now, moving on from the news, there's some new gun stuff. We've got Tactical Imports has some non-restricted. Oh, we got some S Tactical wood. Yeah, I've got some. I shot. I didn't say it, but I was really close.
I like the juxtaposition on this one. The nice soft wood with the inlaid metal M-lock, and like it's got a vibe.
Why the pick rail? You have the M-lock. Right? Just put it on the M-lock. What the heck?
No, that's for your light. That's for your light and laser.
Yeah, put it on an M-lock. You want to tape switch it too, right? Like
I definitely want to put a pressure pad switch for my light on this. I like this though. I agree. I think this is really sharp. I mean, it's just an over-under, but
it'll be cooler if it's a side-by-side, but
no. Over-unders are way cooler.
It'd be more like Elmer Fudd if it was a side-by-side.
Yeah.
I want that though.
It's got a vibe. This has got a
Right?
vibe, definitely.
I
You want
dig it.
to
And
side
it's
by side, Tony?
$600. Like,
Why?
I'll talk to you after.
it's $600. That's great.
Yeah.
Tony's gonna start collecting shotguns. Tony, you should buy this one too. It'd be good.
I
It'd be
know.
good
I'm
for you.
saving my money to buy a Nighthawk. I'm not spending money on this.
Like,
All right.
we're gonna have any money after this.
So Bass Pro's got a Savage Axis.
Okay, I just showed this to you guys. This is the one.
Yeah.
I'm taking the scope and I'm
Come with
I'm
scope
putting,
too.
that scope's going on the it's some off-brand too. What is this? Viridian, a Viridian scope.
Oh, I've heard about them, but I
can't
guess they're
remember.
not Weaver anymore. The Savage and Weaver
all the
was
same.
in the same group.
This is the same as the Bushnell or Weaver scope that they had on here. I will put this next to that other one. It's the same thing.
Oh, same formula, different name, I guess.
It's exactly the same. I'm taking the scope off, and I'm putting on a 4-16. One of my, I think I've got 4 that I can see right now. One of those.
Which one has the best warranty?
Well, probably the Viper, but I have a Rayton, a couple of Cabela's, and a Vortex Viper 416.
Think about how much
They've got
brush it's gonna see. You need the best warranty to cover that.
I won't see a lot of brush, but yeah, I think this is a really good deal because it's got that $75 off rebate, and in today's the last day you can get it.
$600.
Also, it looks super fancy.
Dude, that's actually a good price for a Savage Axis. Like somebody was just complaining that why did the Savage Axis get so expensive?
But it's not like their other one that they have for sale right now. And some people don't like the Axis because it's got a bad bolt feel and that kind of thing. And like fair, yeah, it does.
It put bullets where want.
From a hunting perspective, then none of this stuff matters.
You fire 3 rounds a year, like
yeah.
It accelerates lead just as well.
Yeah. This one's 450, but no Acu trigger. The sling swivels are still steel. They're no longer molded in. I like it. They went back to steel.
Smart.
No flutes, no threaded muzzle.
No fruits, no threaded muzzle, no Acu trigger. I think that's the only difference.
I do like that grip angle.
No camo.
Yeah, no camo.
That makes a big
difference.
difference.
It doesn't matter. No.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Now, to non-gun people, it makes a huge difference. My mom in particular really preferred the Impulse because it looks camo and not black.
This one also has a 22-inch barrel, whereas that other one has a 20.
Shorter barrel better.
20 with like a 270 or 30-06. Getting
6 though, yeah, it's a little short.
Yeah, but I got it anyways because it's cool.
It's gonna be fine. Use faster burning powder or something.
Here's a gun for, I think Kelly likes these, right?
Yeah, this is actually her favorite.
Yeah,
I keep hearing her say that the Winchester Wildcat, if you're gonna own 122, this is the 122.
Okay, it's on for $330, and there's a $50. I think it's US, a $50 US rebate.
Ooh.
So it's like, I want to see offer void, blah blah blah. They said at Cabela's it was US. Anyways, they didn't have any at these at the store that I was at, so I ordered them online because I need another one for PAL courses, and that is an unbeatable deal.
Yeah, that's so cheap. I don't think it's a $450 gun, but a $320 gun with a $50 US rebate. Now we're talking. I mean,
and I'd use Ruger 1022s, but these have a bolt hold open on last shot, which makes it a lot easier for people. Because otherwise, like getting them to lock the bolt back, oh my god, like all the controls on it. No, put the empty mag in. That tells the gun that it's hungry, and then the gun will open up its mouth because it's hungry. I literally say it's a baby bird. Look, see the mouth's open. This baby's hungry. It needs some more food.
Oh my god, I'm stealing that. I like that.
I was looking for the expert in 17 WSM to see if they had it yet, and they got this 21 sharp one. This is the first 21 sharp I've seen in Canada.
How much is the do they even sell the ammo for it?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Can you feed this gun, or can you just buy it?
I'm pretty sure you can just buy it.
No, you cannot feed it.
Ammo. Wait, ammo.
Oh.
No.
Let's go to our favorite shopping website, but almost prohibited.
Yeah, see if there's any on almost prohibited. That's
that baby bird's gonna die.
No, they don't have anything. Oh, maybe 21.
Well, there's the guns.
Lots of the guns.
Oh,
Any-
some.
Whoa, look at
Winchester
that.
have something.
Savage B21 for $419. Savage Mark II in 21 sharp for $349. Oh, there's a whole
Oh,
bunch
God.
of them.
There's
The gun
gotta be
dealers
some.
got a
Well,
bunch.
Canada is retooled for it probably first because Savage's plan is here.
Savage B series.
I think there's
Yeah,
only
way
Winchester
better.
USA. That's it, though.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there
There's
we go.
one type of
Some
ammo.
Mobiles has it. Okay, 30 cents a round. Not terrible. Not terrible.
How
Not good.
how is that not
27 cents.
terrible? 9mm is 32 cents a round.
So, like, what's bulk 22 going for these days? Like 8 cents, 9 cents a round?
Something like that.
Probably 8 or 9 cents, right?
Yeah.
So, like 30 cents, like, yeah, it's more. Is it?
It's a lot more.
It's a lot more.
Full Metal Jacket, too. What the fuck are you going to do with Full Metal Jacket?
Game and target. You don't care how you
Not
shoot a Coyote.
game.
It's fine.
I wouldn't even
Can't
shoot
shoot
gophers with a
game.
Full Metal
No.
Jacket. Well,
No,
you could. It's just, would I? I think I would just rather use the lead one.
I don't understand the point of this.
Well, if you were going to like
Apparently have something to do with California compliance.
yeah, you can non-lead round. You can do leadless rounds
Right.
with it. And then the other thing I've heard is like with jacketed bullets, you can make like better, more ballistically better bullets that can go further and that kind of thing. But whatever. Anyways, I just thought it was interesting that we're now seeing them in Canada.
Cool. All right. Well, with new gun stuff done, how about we move on to the main topic? And this week, our main topic is AR cope guns. Because we all need a little cope, except for Kyle. He's got all the cope in full semi-auto.
No, there's no coping. Kyle has the real deal.
He does.
Mhm.
That's why he's coping. He's coping the best.
Doesn't need to cope.
No need to cope. So, yeah. So, what do we got for cope guns? What are we gonna move down the list? The amazing semis that are coming in here.
I think those are the best. We could talk about those.
No.
Yeah,
Those
You
are
got them in the
acceptable
wrong
ones.
order too, because the best one is the second on the list.
Okay, do the worst one first then. What are the and how do you decide worst? Is it performance or is it quality?
Both. I'm guaranteeing you that Carmel outperforms
everything. Yeah.
It's
All
it's
of them.
gonna because it's a civilianized version of a military rifle that is actively being used.
Oh, don't say that. No, you don't mean that.
It's a sporting rifle
You don't
designed
mean
for
that.
sporting purposes
Yes.
only.
I'm sorry.
Sir.
Tony's
I-
right. Tony's right. You're wrong.
Yes, it is a sporting rifle for sporting purposes. All of those same sporting
Mhm.
purposes.
So the Carmel isn't even new.
I know it's been around for years. Yeah.
This other one, is it new or has it been around?
The McCasey?
Yeah.
It's
been
not
around for a bit.
new, but it's a small volume maker, and QC is not as good.
No.
Yeah.
Can we still have the
And-
Vectores? Is the VSS coming? Or is it dead?
I don't know.
Man, we're not getting anything here. We need to.
I'm honestly shocked that we are this far into the year and the Carmel hasn't been prohibited yet.
Ooh,
Like,
I forgot one thing. What you want is the Velmet. Yeah.
is that
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
did
so-
that not get prohibited?
No.
How? How did that happen?
Kalashnikov, yes.
Okay, wait. All right, no, all right. The Valmet loses on price alone, though, because
Yes.
$20,000 is
No,
not
you can-
acceptable.
you can
Think
find them for
about
like
all
5
the
or 6.
bands it went through, sir.
$5,000 or
That's-
$6,000 is not acceptable for like a subpar AK variant in 308. I'm sorry, it's not.
Well, no, it's a Finnish AK. Like the quality is there, but it's still an AK. Like that. Like take
That's
your
what I
Noxidase to
mean.
that.
Like
it's an AK.
it's all right. I shouldn't have said subpar AK. Subpar rifle platform. How about that?
Yeah, I agree.
AK shoots nicely. It's fine.
I mean,
I
it's
shot
Don't
them.
work.
I had one.
Yeah. They're guns. They shoot. They work. Yep.
Yeah, I had the M78, I think.
But-
wait, yeah.
I can
Yeah,
feel the
we-
communism coursing through my vein when I hold it. So
Okay. So going on. So price wise, what's the McCasey sitting at?
2,600, 2,500, somewhere around there.
is it
Okay,
that high now?
That is clearly better than the Val. Like the Valmet you can get right now, but
I bet for
$5,000, $6,000.
$8,000.
$5,000,
Okay,
$6,000,
great.
I think.
$6,000.
Well, I could find like current pricing. Like that's Mine was a while
RDSC.
back and it was 6.
I
So
feel
it might
like
be
it's-
8. It might
I
be
feel
8.
like it's got to be closer to 8 in this economy. Like,
this- The dollar with gas this high?
do you know what shipping costs? No,
Velvet Hunter. Okay, new in the box, $8,000 for a 308.
New in a
Okay.
box. Wow.
Yeah.
Who's
There's
got the
a
new
there's
in
a
the
used
box?
one, great condition, Velvet 88 Hunter for $5,800 on Gun
So
Post.
between $6,000 and $8,000 is our price point,
There's a $4,300 one.
which is okay. How good is that?
I don't know. It says but a bit rougher than most Velvet.
Oh, she's been loved and put
Okay,
away
wait.
wet.
Let's look at this together, just so we can all judge at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah, the stock has got like some marks on it.
yeah.
It's
got
weathered.
some
The
weathering.
stock's weathered. Yeah,
It looks like the prop team went to work on this thing. Oh my god.
yeah. It's got a scope on it.
Yep, it does do that.
It do be doing that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
over here.
yeah. There's some questions.
Did some experimenting, but he's taking good photos of them so you can see what you're getting into. For some
I
people, that's not
respect
going to
that.
scare you away, and for some people, they look at that and they say, "Well, these are usually $6,000, and I'm getting it for $2,000 off."
Look, admittedly, you could take that, rip the guts off of it, parkerize it. You could refinish the wood, and as long as the barrel's still good and all the internals are fine, great. You could probably flip that for a couple of grand if you're willing to do the work.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. There's ones out there.
I'm
Four
sorry,
to
hang on.
8.
We
There's
just
a
scrolled
couple
past the
other ones.
$14,000 one though, did we not?
Which one?
Right
Oh, yeah. Well, that's quite interesting. Hunter 223.
there.
That's
Well,
neat.
somebody likes Tarkov.
Yeah.
Like,
Dressed as a Galil, 2 mags and 2 Galil mags too. Oh, that's yeah. This is
yeah, I was gonna say the mags
cool,
look weird.
pretty cool.
Okay, that is actually kind of neat, but it's
Yeah.
not worth. It's not worth like a mid-sized used car. Okay, so on price, and then what's the Carmel selling for these days? Like, is
25.
it?
25.
It's the cheapest.
No, it's 100. So on Firearms Outlet Canada, the McCosty is 2,400 and the Carmel's 2,500.
Take my money. I'll pay you the extra $100. Like,
Yeah,
you
for
could-
sure.
You buy an extra $100 and you get like 200% more rifle. You get a rifle you could
Yeah.
rely on, use in competition, use for hunting, use for
Plus, it's Jewish, so you know it's good.
yeah. It's meant to defend the
They got to use their guns.
Yeah, it's interesting. They don't seem to have the same QC. Like, they kind of want their guns to work, right? So, all right. So on the price, we agree. Carmel's
On
best.
everything.
On
The
everything.
the best semi-cope gun is the Carmel.
Okay, so we're all coping with Carmel.
Straight up.
Excellent. Okay,
Nothing
what about
else is even worth looking at.
no? But yet we've got a list.
Except you might put the money into it and it might get banned.
Yeah, but that is true for everything on the list. You could put your
No,
money
I don't
in-
think it's true for everything on the list. It's more
Really?
true for some of the ones on the list.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. They don't want any of these guns on this list. They don't like any of them. If you were to look honestly, if you were to take Heidi or take Natalie, you could put the blacked out super scary like outline of any of these guns, give it to them on a nice 2-foot poster,
they'll want to ban them all. Yeah.
and they would say, "Look at this! How can this still be legal? This must be banned right now. I am not a pop can." Like,
Yeah.
like every one of these guns, every single one. So, all right, what about the questionable?
Let's keep going.
Questionable Turk semis.
Questionable Turkish or Canadian semis. We put these in the same category.
Sure. Yes.
They belong.
Questionable NATO sounds.
So how do we feel about the Chimera? Can you remind me? I don't know if I'm familiar with that one.
It's better than the Alcor.
Just say we should be putting up pictures of these as we talk.
I-
Well, I've got one of them. I don't
Oh
have
my
the
God, he
Chimera.
actually has them? Oh.
I have the Alcor AD 500. This is the 308 version. There's a 223 version. This one's the one that they're dressing up. Some people are getting like stock kits and that kind of thing. Who do we see at SHOT Show that was making stock kits? Kodiak.
Thank you.
Kodiak.
Yeah,
I
Kodiak
actually
was-
liked that. I liked what they did to it.
Yeah.
I would still like to know how much mileage you get out of it before it starts pooping parts out.
I don't think I'm not going to put the cost of 308 into this thing to find out. I'm going to fire probably like 100 rounds through it, and that's
Lots.
it. I can't afford to.
That might be all the stress testing
I
she
do
needs.
have a I do have a progressive 308 setup.
All right, well, yeah, I've got. Yeah, so for these, they do have 5-round mags, but they are a pain. They're not so bad putting them in, but like taking them out is like you really got to push that button in there.
It's a two-handed affair.
Yeah. It does have a bolt hold open, and it does stay open when you remove the magazine. When you get it, it is.
Well, look at how reliable that is. What a quality item.
It's not like the usability is poor. The magazine's also like the bolt hold open. You see that little like tab there?
Oh, the old school style.
That binds sometimes when you're trying to put this magazine in, and it doesn't want to go in there. Am I selling you guys on this yet?
Oh, you're really selling it, yeah.
What I'm getting is that we are not coping well.
No. At least it's got like a proper rail on there. Like I like the rail. I don't mind the side charge. I wish I had a left side charge, but I don't mind the side charge on it. The factory irons that it comes with are nothing I would use.
They are. Oh, really? They are on the gun.
No, I can't even. I can hardly get my face down. Now I like a high comb. I can't get my face down enough to see through these sights. And Tony, you know how high a comb I like on my rifles.
That's true.
I have to painfully press my face into the gun in order to get a sight picture on these irons. I think they're made incorrectly.
So reliability low, functionality low.
What's trigger pull on it?
Oh yeah.
7 pounds.
No,
it pulls
6.5, I'm guessing.
Okay, we're 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh no.
7.
Tony nailed it.
Yeah, I think I pulled it once upon a time, so I don't remember it being hot garbage.
7's pretty bad.
Yeah,
it's serviceable. It's not 12.
It's a mil. Like if you were to get an AR-15, like a mil spec trigger, it might be 7 pounds, right? And I mean, it's no, that's got some creep in it.
Don't like that.
No. But price wise, it's good.
That was what I was going to ask.
Yeah, they're 1,000 or less.
Yeah, this is technically a 3-digit gun, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
especially for 308.
Yeah.
Do we have so does anybody know anything about the Chimera? I haven't handled one. I actually can't even picture it.
I will find one. 2, 2, 3.
It's like an Alcor.
I love your list. The Chimera, the AD something, and
well, the 8500 is the 308. I can't remember if the 223 is different or not. But the Chimera, here's one right here, and I think they're around $1,200. It's got kind of a goofy look to it, similar, but you see the magazine release is in a better spot. It's not that front one that's trying to do too many things.
It's still too far away for your firing hand, though.
For sure. Yeah, it is. And I believe it's still that shotgun gas system, just like the AD500. Oh, the disassembly on the AD500 is awful. Absolutely. So you think like, oh, it's a shotgun. I just remove the magazine cap and I pull the barrel off, right? That's what it should be, right? No.
Yeah.
No. There's another nut on the Alcor right here, and you need to use a little wrench, and you can only turn it like a 16th or an 1/8 of a turn at a time, and you need to take it like 5 full turns out of that thing. It's crazy.
Oh, wow.
So it takes so long to finally undo that nut. Then you can pull the barrel and the action off, and the barrel off the action. It's not as quick as a shotgun, even though it looks like it kind of should be. Maybe the Chimera is better. I don't know.
No, the Chimera is cheaper than the Alcor.
Oh, and the Chimera takes AR mags. The mags I showed you on that 308 are not AR mags. Although I think the Adler 223 uses AR mags.
I thought so.
Yeah, I think the 223 one does. Not that any of this matters. Are you guys gonna get one of these?
No.
God no. I mean, they're the cheap version for sure. Like if you want one of these for $1,000, that's your option. There are no semis that are $1,000. other than those.
It's true. Well,
The SKS is still
yeah, I was just gonna say the SKSs are
We're
just
not
getting up there
including the
now.
SKS in the AR cope gun. That is too far. Bridge too far for
What
me,
do you
guys.
mean?
Well,
It's fine.
what about the SKS that was made to take NATO mags and shoot 223?
Oh God.
I had shoot 223. You're
I
talking
know the guy
about
that built that.
a gunsmith special.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's a
His
bit too
exact
much.
words were, "The time it took me to build it, it wouldn't be worth it to anyone if I were to sell it." Like he gave that
Oh
thing away,
really?
but oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
hundreds of hours into that, Tony. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it would be
Well, but
thousands.
yeah, there's a designing phase. Does it take 100 hours of labor time just to do it?
Oh, the Crusader Arms backland.
This one's not the raced out one. Find the raced out one, Adriel.
Well, this one's I'm not because I don't particularly care. It's $2,000. They're not really well made.
They have one that was the M4 stock, so you have a pistol grip.
I don't think that's the Hunter Crusader backlands something else. Hunter Elite, maybe.
I got to handle one of these a couple of weeks ago. To
Mhm.
say I was unimpressed would be a.
There's the Hunter Elite. Is that the tactical one, Tony?
Yes.
Tactical.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crunchy. Has anybody else handled one? Adriel, you played with one?
No.
Crunchy.
No, I haven't.
Crunchy, and they're really flipping off everyone. I don't know, like.
So there's no FRT for these things. So
I know,
just like the crypto, if you buy one and they FRT ban it, which I don't know if they will or not right now, they might not. The government might have told them like, "Hey, back off stuff," or maybe they didn't tell them anything, and the RCMP are just going to do whatever they want to. I don't know.
But with some of those, like especially now with the tomfoolery around all of that, you might as well just go buy a good gun on the black market for like all of the legality that you're going to run into both ways. Like it's
let's talk about some other guns you can legally purchase since we're talking about legal options.
Legal guns, yeah. No, I'm not recommending.
This show is for
garbage.
entertainment purposes only.
Garbage. I was disappointed.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So moving on to pump and manual firearms. Slightly better? How do you like the Taipan now?
Yes, I do think like quality wise better.
I looked at one of these the other day.
What, the Taipan?
The Taipan. After you threw a good trigger in it and said it's better.
Yeah. This is kind of heavy. The Evo's got a polymer frame. It's lighter and it's got a better magwell, and it has the bolt release in the spot where it wants. And you can put an AR trigger in it. So get that one instead of this
without modifications.
Yeah, but that being said, like I don't actually mind the like bolt hold open, like this little button here. I don't really mind it. It's not like usable. It's not something you're going to use while you're like on a match or anything like that. But at the end of the stage, it's very easy to just lock it open and have it open. I think it down like so for 3-gun. A downside to this one is you lose like we're resting off stuff often. We're resting on the top of things. We're resting like on the side of things. And every time you do that with this gun, you have to pump every time. You gotta break your grip. So, and running the side charger doesn't help because this is attached to the bolts and everything. So even with a side charge, it moves this.
It's still moving it.
Yeah. So you can't just side charge it and have it rested and not moving. So I would say that's a downside because like again, commonly in 3-gun we're resting. Yeah. But other than that, reliability is good. Accuracy, excellent with this gun. I don't know if they put like a decent barrel in them or something like that, but excellent. Tony, you got the PAR, right? Yes.
So for me, because I have no other way to charge this gun, if I'm on a barricade, I often use my bipod because my division in Chaz will allow me to do so, and I just brace this. So my hand is kind of shielded against the barricade, so I can pump it,
ram it in
as needed. Yes. I want to say I started shooting manual guns before they were cool, I guess. If you were from BTSA, you would know of a Chinese guy who shot 2 manual guns when the semi-auto was still legal. Yes, I am that maniac. Overall, pretty good. Takedown's pretty easy. I did have, as I mentioned, the famous story that I did have out of battery on this, not to be reproduced afterwards. I guess I'm not trying to race for rounds per minute every single time. Standard takedown. There is a folding stock option that's very rare in Canada. I actually don't know if it makes legal length or not. I guess it would because it's not a semi-auto. Or you can have your buffer tube. I have a fixed stock on here. The pump is not spring loaded, so it's more like a shotgun. And it does have like a lock forward, just like a shotgun. So depends on what you're doing. You may prefer this, or you may prefer the Taipan. This, I believe, is a little bit harder to find these days in Canada, though.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think they're making them anymore. Like that's better for if you're an inexperienced user, you might have failures to fire on the Taipan because you accidentally don't like hold the
Right,
pump it back a
all the
little
way
bit.
forward. So
Yeah.
for this, if you pump it all the way forward and then back, it will lock
Yeah.
for you. The new models have M-lock rails now instead of the traditional proprietary Troy Alpha rails. I did manage to take some accessories from Adriel, so I have my QD front and back. Never really need to sling it in a competition setting, but it's kind of
Hey.
nice to have when you're moving around stages.
It
Standard threaded
depends
barrel
on
on
the
top.
match. There are matches where you have to sling it.
Fair enough. And yeah, on the back it's slick, so you can put whatever optics you want on it. You can put some AR parts on it. For example, extended mag release is okay. You can put different triggers in it. I have a trigger tech duty in here, and if you want, you can put a different selector in it too. Yeah, pretty much it. Takes AR mags. So I'm running mostly the cross mags, so I do the flippy flip.
Is it picky on mags?
That was something I'm about to mention. Not from what I can see. I've tested a few. PMags run fine. Metal mags run fine. Cross mags run fine. I have thermal mags too. They run fine. So
The
for all
Taipan's
the
picky on mags.
for all the
Straight up.
magazine that
Hmm.
matters for a competition shooting situation in Canada, it doesn't seem to care. So like either GI mags or the cross mag works. So
Yeah.
that's the two you're gonna couple together. So yeah,
Cool. The only reason I never bought one of those is because for every one that was good, I encountered two people that did not like theirs at all. I know Tracy Wilson did not like hers at all.
really?
Yeah,
Why?
she had failures with the thing all the time, and then I have a buddy here that had issues with his all the stinking time, and it really soured me on it because I actually thought about buying one back again before the semis were all gone. It was just like a novelty, but that was what spooked me from them. So
My buddy had one in 308, and it was real picky on ammo. But if you found an
Mm.
ammo it liked, it was good. Everything else, like, oh, the accuracy was bad. But
I
once
know
we
it.
found ammo it liked, it was so good.
This one likes the garbage I produce just fine. So
Nice.
So now let's talk about the good one. Let's talk about the good manual.
Okay, I've seen people shoot these. There's advantages. I think. Okay, wait, what you got?
The Henry Supreme is what we were talking about for the listeners.
I've seen people shoot them. This has the advantage over the Taipan where you can actually rest on something and not
Yep.
disturb the rest, which is an advantage. It's slower at close in than a pump. A lever is pretty quick, but it's still slower.
it's not competition ready at this price. You need to put rails on
No.
it. You might need to put a different stock on it.
RDSC has a bunch of competition ready versions that are expensive, but they're pretty. They've got, if you scroll down, they've got some. There they are. Yeah. There you go.
No fucking.
I know. Well, look, we can shock the price afterwards, but like the gun itself, much more cool. Like 12 times
Yeah.
cooler.
Yeah, and I have seen some people shooting these at
Yeah.
these matches. The trigger's really good on them. So I wouldn't argue too good, but
Yeah, it might pop that when you're clearing. Well, anyway.
yeah.
But 3,000 $400 for
I would argue you don't have to put that stuff on for it to be competition ready. You can run it as is.
You just need a rail, I think.
You have to put that stuff on it to make
Yeah,
it cool.
a scope. You need a scope or a dot on it or something like that, and that's it's good to go.
Fair. But it's way cooler if it's like $3,000 and all.
Well,
all
I'll take
sporty.
AR mags. I don't know how picky they're on mags though.
The magwell's kind of tight. It's not quick to reload. Not that you have to be in manual division in Canada for 3-gun and that kind of thing. Don't have to be quick, but
when you're shooting 5-round mags, you kind of want to be able to
10 plus 10s.
10
Not everybody has 10-round mags, Adriel.
For 3-gun, it's pretty mandatory. They're not that rare to find, are they?
$50. $50 for a pair. It's fine.
It worked pretty good. Well, Adriel managed to crack one, so
yeah.
In the long term, maybe not the best thing ever.
So if we go just back to the bone stock, $1,700 for the kind of just out the door basic Henry Supreme. You know, between the Taipan, the Troy PAR, and the Henry Supreme, what do we think is the best of those cope guns?
Probably the PAR if you can find one at the price. Otherwise, the Taipan and then the Supreme. That's my opinion.
That's your opinion. Fair.
I'm biased on it because I'm more used to a locking action. Mine has worked really well for me. I don't have jamming issues or feeding issues like how I would on a shotgun. Specifically to novice people.
Maybe if you're short stroking it or something like that. You can short stroke the Taipan very easily or double feed it. You can't when you have a lock on it.
Kyle, what say you? Natalie Provost, she like poofs in your freedom space there and just says, "No, you cannot have anything good anymore." And you have to pick one of these for coping.
So I was actually just thinking after you guys running through them, because I haven't had my hands on any of these. But
why would you?
Lucky you.
If you're in New York,
except for like Adriel was saying, it's picky on the mags. I'm kind of liking the Taipan.
It's faster. Like the action.
I don't like the idea of the pump blocking forward. It's always been a pain in the ass on shotguns, and why would I want that feature on a rifle?
Agreed.
Does make it easy to clear stuff. Yeah. And
I guess it's not spring loaded.
Yeah, one other thing to think about, like a lot of these manuals, they don't have very good extraction, but I think all three of these do. All three of these have decent extraction on them.
I think for
are they still using like
doesn't matter
AR bolt heads? Or?
No, it does matter, Tony, because when we get to the straight pulls, it matters.
Fair enough.
I think the Henry uses an AR bolt head. The Type
PR, yes,
does use an AR bolt head.
I agree with you, Kyle. Like I've only ever played with one PAR, and it was my buddy's, and it did not run well. So I am, that's a sample size of one.
It did not run well.
It had feed issues all the time. Didn't matter what ammo we put into it. It didn't matter what mags we put into it. That thing had issues.
And that wasn't too.
I love how Tony can't believe that there's issues with the PAR, and he had issues with his.
Yeah, I know.
No, I know. It's just the one out of battery that.
And yeah, no. After Adriel put like a good trigger in his Taipan, when I was at Reliable, they had a used one on the rack, and I asked, I was like, is this here because it's garbage, or is it here because somebody's moving? Oh, I almost bought it. I've been trying really hard not to give in to the cope.
They're fast. They're like if you watch my video of me shooting 3-gun, you can see like the pump. Like they're quick, very quick.
See what's gonna happen though. I'm gonna buy a cope gun, and then the Supreme Court's gonna come back with their ruling like the next day.
So go buy a pump gun.
The pump. The advantage of that type, they're cheap. The Taipan or the PAR, if you can find one.
Yeah.
If that's what's going to happen, go do it.
Compared to a Norinco CQ.
No, I think the Supreme Court's going to go the other way, and all my semi-autos will be legal again, and then I've got.
I know, so go do it. So then.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. We should hurry this up. Understood. So we're 2 for the PAR and 2 for the Taipan. So there you go,
I
listeners.
would take either.
You should definitely get the Henry, and
to have something different. They're cool.
I'm
I like the Henry.
traumatized
They are
of
Oh, they are
shooting
cool.
lever guns fast because I saw this YouTube short long time ago when I was still a firearm novice of someone penetrating their finger with the trigger blade when
Oh.
they're running the gun too fast. So
I was
it's
saying,
like,
yeah, you can run it fast. They're harder to run fast.
so
yeah.
More mechanisms.
There's a part of me that just wants my space cowboy realness. I love how cool you can make some of these lever guns, so I give it some points. And you can run a lever gun fast without hurting your finger. My mom can outrun me with a lever gun. So
well, yeah, I'm just out of practice.
Yeah.
yeah, fair.
Let's look at some other guns.
Yeah, let's talk about bolties and straight pulls.
The slowest of these.
The least satisfying of the cope. We've got the LP. Are we doing the LPC? Yeah.
I got some photos. Actually, I have one here somewhere.
Somewhere.
Man, I got a lot of cope guns.
Well, this is very functional. You can't have AR that short and hunting with it.
Yeah. How dare you?
Hey, it's the gun.
Hey, it's the
one in
gun
the
that's
picture.
on the internet.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's very short. Now I had to build it. Like this is that's upper and lower. This thing's super light, very compact. I got to use some parts that I wanted to, and I got to make it look like a stormtrooper rifle, which is
Yes.
the biggest advantage. And charging on the left hand side.
Excellent.
Problems. No primary extraction. And you really need to make sure when you push it forward, it's all the way forward. It's very easy to push it forward and have it not locked in, and it won't fire.
That's
dislike that a lot.
That's the funny thing. I never have extraction problem on mine. Again, I'm shooting a very specialty cartridge, 450 Bush, but yes, chambering it can be really difficult.
Yeah. There's no spring. There's no spring and there's no lock. It has neither.
Okay,
spring
so
would have
it's
been great.
just garbage. Look at that. Look at it. Just whoop, whoop, whoop.
When you have, so you're
When there's a
borrowing,
mag in there, it doesn't.
yeah, you're borrowing the force from the magazine. But if you have an empty mag, if you're on your last round, you cannot take a shot on an incline. It won't work.
Yeah,
Often.
or like bump it or something like that. You can bump it out. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. But it's light and it's cheap.
What's the price point on that?
It wasn't that cheap, but the last
buy 'em
round was
right
pretty
now.
cheap.
Okay, well,
there
buy 'em.
are pending plans to make a return. I've heard people say. I'm excited for that.
You're
excited?
for them
Because
to-
that's my hunting rifle, right? So I
you
don't
already
use-
have one. You want
I know.
you
I'm
want
just gonna
to
build
make
it
more
into a
of
Gen
those
2.
Abortions, really? That's
There are none for sale on Gun Post, which means the owners who have them aren't trying to sell them
because they know better.
They're very functional for their purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say that.
Sure.
There's another one. There's the Renegade.
Ugh.
And it uses a spring to hold it in. Yeah.
It's quite a bit more difficult to take apart, though. I guess you don't have to clean it much. It's a manual action gun.
Neither of them
but
really need to be cleaned that often. Yeah.
for a hunting gun that sees water, I prefer to clean it.
Sure. But I think my problem with these, they're still kind of expensive. Like the upper and lower kits are like $1,000.
Yeah. That was my big issue with it too. Like you're just buying an upper and lower, and $1,000, and you get to disassemble one of your good guns to make a less good gun.
Do I have to? Where do I buy? Do they not? They
go
don't sell
to Victory Ridge.
Victory Ridge, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to see what the prices are these days, and if they have MRA.
Ooh, two-tone, fancy.
Renegade. What do you have? Yeah, still $1,500, $1,600. There's a factory FD for $1,700, receiver kit for $900 to $1,000.
I think it's worth to buy the whole gun.
This would have sounded like.
I think so as well. 1,500 versus like, what is this? 900 maybe for black. Yeah, 900 for black. 1,000. Yeah. What's it
Yeah,
Maverick?
'cause, I mean, you'd easily spend more than that on parts to finish building that out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So it's probably worth it. The Maverick, let's see, $17.99. Can you show me a different one that's not two-tone? It's a little bit less. Nope, you can't.
Those take like a standard AR barrel, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one.
The Maverick won't be as popular. It's not as cheap for sporting purposes.
And the extraction becomes a problem because when you try to extract these, geez, we saw this, Tony. We saw this at the Sherwood Park team match. The primary extraction on the Renegades is not great. So if that chamber's not clean, oiled, that kind of thing, you can have failures to extract. Where we saw people hitting the charging handle against
Watering
dump
the
sleds and
guns, yeah.
beating the crap out of them to try to get it open.
But I think he fixed it with some different ammo though. So
He used oil. He oiled the chamber.
oh, he did. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I like guns that work all
Okay.
the time.
Well, okay. The problem with some straight pulls is that, especially with the AR bolt head, you need like a little impact to knock them loose. With an AR, you get that because it's got a semi-automatic action. With a straight pull, you don't, and they stick sometimes.
It's too bad that the bang of pulling the trigger doesn't help.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I hate them so much. I really do.
Straight pulls.
Straight pull. They annoy me.
But you can rest them. You can fire and rest and pump it. They're not great for firing like close range because like you're on target firing. If you can keep your one hand up and you can bounce the gun like that, it can be quick enough. But this is not like, I don't have great control over the gun like this.
You know what it is about these that I really hate? They, in my mind, are the thing that the most signifies our surrender, right? You look at any country that has just had their gun rights steamrolled, this is the BS that's left, and it's like, oh, look, you're almost all the way there. You drill a hole here, you add a little gas port there, a couple of little bits.
From Australia.
Yep,
the Taipan is Australian.
Oh, is the Taipan Australia?
Yeah.
Yep.
Southern
Oh.
Cross. SCSA is Southern
Yeah.
Cross something. It's Australian. That's why they have the straight pull. At least they have a good one.
Fair. They really do signify that, like, it's because like the next couple that we're gonna, well, I guess the Bison's a bolt action. Yeah. Like, I don't feel the same way about bolt actions. We've had bolt actions forever. It's old technology, but it's technology. Straight pulls.
Not trying to work around a problem.
No, straight pulls. You're taking a gun that was designed to be semi-automatic and making it not that because some idiot who doesn't know anything has decided you can't have it.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the bolts.
Yeah.
Ruger American, Ranch or Patrol. I've seen them. Lots of people run them.
So good. I want one.
They throw nice fireballs with the 223 5.56. Yep. Great fireball.
She still doesn't have a muzzle brake.
Wolf.
It's the Edmonton 3-gun couple that's on one side shoots an M1 Garand, on the other side shoots a barreled
Ruger American.
American.
Yeah.
Just
and it's
the
loud.
shock and fireball. It's excellent.
Good accuracy. Mag insert and removal, not great, but still
workable. You can drop the mag with one hand.
In this crowd, fine. They're fine.
They suppress nicely. Not that that means anything to us, but they do.
They do indeed. Yeah.
No, the Ruger American, I want one.
That's your quality option, I think, for a bolt action that takes AR mags. I think that's
they get expensive though, especially the Gen 2s. Holy cow!
Yeah.
Yes. It's the thing keeping me from buying one. I don't need it.
If you want to get cheaper, you could get BCL Bison or the other one, the 308 one. Kind of heavy. Considering the length and the size of this thing, this is pretty heavy.
Wasn't that thing fairly expensive too when it came out?
I got this one for $700.
Oh,
when it came out, I think.
I feel like because I had considered, because I love little short guns, and when that did come out again, I was like, short bolt action, I could justify that. Yeah. But I feel like the one I was looking at was like $1,100-1,200.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the mag well, you can see why it's so heavy. Like, there's
Yeah,
so much extra steel that just isn't machined away just to keep it cheap. But
unnecessary.
Like, I'm still, I don't know, maybe it might be better, but I'm still sour on the whole BCL thing. They just,
the quality is not there. Like this specific one had like light strike issues and all sorts of issues where it's like, as a bolt action, like we've figured this out by now. They shouldn't be having light strike issues. That's not a problem that bolt actions have anymore.
Should ever have. No.
Yeah. But on the innovation side, it takes a 20 round mag, and it's one of the only guns where they do
I see
have
the new Renegades are cut for that now.
Oh, that would be nice. That would be neat. Yeah.
Yeah. They have the.
But they're making 20 round mags, and 20 round mags that they make are okay. I broke one. They're not invincible.
They're okay.
But, they're
Did you
okay.
break it in the cold?
I can't remember. The magazine release is fine. It's got a Trigger Tech trigger in there. Like, it's got a really nice trigger. The safety's in a stupid spot because it's a REM 700 pattern, so up there where no safety should belong. And it's got a short throw bolt on it, so you're not gonna hit a scope or something like that on there because there's lots and lots of room for it. So those are all pros. Accuracy not great and kind of heavy, but
reliability is a concern though. That's the thing.
Reliability is a concern. Oh yeah.
Inconsistencies.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know.
I don't like a gun where if I don't know that when I pull the trigger it's gonna go bang.
That's this gun.
Yeah, that's why I didn't take this gun to hunting.
I don't love that. I'm gonna be honest.
Might have missed.
And then we've got the Mossberg MVP, which I do have.
Indeed.
Yes, indeed. It is very Mossberg MVP. I've got the
available in both 223 and 308.
Okay, so yes, the bolt is a little wiggly. It definitely is.
It works though.
It does work, which is nice. The thing that I dislike about this gun the most, it's kind of one of the only things I really do dislike about it, is that if you put a full mag in here and then you cycle the action, it's really hard to get the bolt to come back on the first round, and it scratches the hell. There's something on the bolt that is scratching the hell out of the top round. And
it's got, so the bolt face itself has this little like thing that goes down, and that's it will scratch brass.
It doesn't just scratch brass. If this has got a full magazine, you're really working to get that first round. After that, totally fine.
I think maybe the 223 isn't as bad.
Yeah, this is admittedly the 308 version. But
okay.
Yeah. You know, magwell, it's a magwell. Hang on.
They're probably somewhat inexpensive too.
That's $1,000 gun. Don't drop it.
Was that a 223 mag? I thought you said it was a 308.
No, this is 308 mag.
Yeah.
So I do like that. That was why I got it. Was that at the time, I don't think there was another 308 bolt gun in the price range of this.
That's kind of short.
That was short. So this gun, I bought this gun to fill like a specific purpose. I wanted like a scout rifle. This was one of my deer guns. It was the kind of throw it in the back of the truck when we like where my folks lived, and like that was what this was for. It also was at a good price point. I think I paid $700 for this, so I can't complain all that much about it. The only other thing I don't like is that you got to stick your finger in its.
Yeah, it has a recessed mag release. So reloading is kind of a.
I don't like fingering my guns so much, but like. But it does.
Maybe don't have such a long magazine.
Well, why not have such a long magazine? The reason I wanted one that took NATO mags is I had a bunch of guns and a bunch of NATO mags. So
that's fair.
Yeah, but I don't know. I actually don't hate this gun. Reliability, I give it a like solid 9 out of 10. The only real reliability issue is just that first round on a full mag. You got to work a little bit to get the bolt to come back, and then you scratch your brass a little. But
go watch Adriel's review on it. His is mine, which is 223. It works great. I don't recall having any issues with it.
My kid ran it in a match or two.
I've never done a bolt action at a match. I've never thought about that.
If you were to shoot 3-gun, what would you use, Dustin?
Well, if I'm gonna shoot 3-gun, I'm gonna cheat with my little Glock and my Ronin. Yeah, because I have all
PCC
the
still available. Long range shot will be
PCCs.
challenging though.
I'd like to see the long range shot.
Don't show me Paul Allen's card.
No, you. So all right, the one time I did long range with that thing, I just and at least they gave us a table. I just took all of the mags. I stacked all of the mags and just sender, just fire hose the bullets
all
until you
engaged.
hear ping.
Yeah, I didn't hit anything, but they're all engaged.
They're all engaged. Yeah, just fire until you hear ping, and you hear that hit, and then we did it. It was 4 mags, Kyle. I lit off like 40 rounds to get that where it needed to go. So yeah,
Woo!
but it was to be fair, I didn't need to. They did have a closer target that I think you had to hit more often. I don't remember, but I was shooting at the 200-yard target, which I was really pushing my luck with a red dot. So
On a pistol barrel.
on a pistol barrel.
The floating barrel thing
a
is the
Glock,
problem.
Glock 17 barrel and a red dot. So it's just we'll just sling a bunch of ammo downrange until we hear a ping.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So we all have some of these.
Yeah.
Imagine you didn't have any of them. What would you buy for a Coyote gun? Which one would you get for a Coyote gun?
Ruger American.
I think I agree. I think the Ruger American is the most accurate one. So if you need to make one shot, I think that's the right one. I think if you need to make 2 shots and you're close, Taipan.
And you're gonna say that
because the accuracy was good, and I think it depends where you're hunting, right? Like we're hunting in Alberta. Oh yeah, the Ruger American. I think that's exactly the right choice. But
and we're obviously discounting the Carmel because the Carmel wins.
I was about to say Carmel.
No,
manual action.
I just assumed that we were talking garbage tier. Like we're not talking the one.
No, we'll get there. We'll get to the good one. Yeah, we'll get to the good one. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I'm gonna pull a surprise. I'm gonna say if it's a Coyote gun, I will buy the Henry Supreme.
Ooh, classy.
Because I will press it into a recreational philosophy. So it's like I'm kind of having fun doing it, kind of thing.
Would you buy a cowboy hat with the Henry? Like, would you? Because
Sure.
you're hunting coyotes, you've got a lever gun, so cowboy hat. You're in Alberta.
You can shoot it rested better. Out of a blind or off shooting sticks or something like that, the Henry Supreme's better. Yeah. Fast, and you get the rest. I like it, Tony. I think you've got the better answer.
I agree. I actually think he's right.
Yeah.
Kyle?
Okay. Yeah, Kyle.
I think
You want the ATRS Motor Sporter.
No. I was actually gonna say I still like the Ruger American.
It's gonna be the most accurate. But that being said, the accuracy I got out of the Taipan was really good. Like amazingly, like really, really good. To the point where I wouldn't feel like I'm getting hindered too much unless I had to make a shot at like 300 plus, like maybe 400. That's too far for it. But that's getting far for most guns. What about the 3-gun rifle? With current divisions.
What are current divisions?
We don't have an open. Well, we don't have an open division with a lot of the matches I've been to. They have mini rifle and PCC is kind of blended into one, and they have clipazine, which is like your manual actuated firearms.
Okay, so for manual,
so they don't have like a semi-auto.
What would you run in it right now?
Carmel.
Because the Carmel exists only in Canada, only in a handful. When it comes in, it will be a thing. Yeah.
No, for in any kind of manual, I think the Henry Supreme might be my answer.
No, that's at Taipan.
I gotta go Taipan. I went Taipan for that reason.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. I'm used to,
but
so I'm gonna stay with it.
I'm gonna take the $3,200 Henry Supreme that's been all like Gucci'd out. Like I'm not doing bone stock. We're going all in. Like we're maybe gonna spend a little bit of more money. We're gonna make that gun more better. And yeah, that
For the people that I saw running Henry Supremes at 3-gun matches recently, they've all jazzed them up. No one's running like the basic one. They're running like some expensive shit on those things.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you're gonna, why not?
So for your manual action, are you allowed bipods in that?
It might be manual
Depends.
open and manual limited. And same thing with the minigun. Mini rifle might be open and limited. Open would be bipods and that kind of thing. Limited would be no bipods, maybe 10 round mags, yeah, that kind of thing. I think that all makes sense. I think those divisions make sense. And then once these things start coming into country, I think having an open division again also makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, some people might be like, "Oh, I want to shoot limited or TAC ops or something like that." But in reality, it's like there's so few of you because it's a $2,600 rifle, and people don't want to buy
fate that you don't know in a year.
No, you know the fate.
Well, sure. Well, it's the fate of 1 year versus 2 year versus 3 year, right? Like,
yeah.
How long does your investment last? We don't know.
It'd be cool, like shooting a match where everyone else is shooting. Well, actually, I can't say that because the rimfire guys are going quite quick because they're shooting with 25 round mags and they have no recoil and they can just hose hose everything. So you're not going to necessarily beat them even with a Carmel or a McCasey, but you will on the long range if there's no concessions made for a mini rifle. If you have to shoot the same targets, centerfire is easier.
It depends on how many rifle targets there are. You might not even beat all the manual guys because they only have to put 1 round on target, and if you don't have that,
it's still going to be faster. Even like you can lay a whooping on those guys with if you had a Carmel, even if they're putting 2 on or 1 on right tier 2 on paper.
I'm putting myself in the shoes. I buy a Carmel. Maybe I buy some bits, make myself feel good. Yeah, we're into it maybe for like $4,000. Maybe a bit more.
Oh, conservative.
And then I'm maybe 5, probably 5.
What kind of optic are you putting on it? Probably an LPVO, right?
Probably. Well, you can just take off one of the other ones.
Kind of.
Or are you going to go like a hollow, like a
that thing? I might
holographic.
I might do something red dotty with a magnifier, but
I think you would.
Yeah, I probably would. But then, still, so say we're into it for $5,000 by the time we're done. I've already got the mags, and then I go to a match and I light off the better part of $600 worth of ammunition and get absolutely slaughtered by somebody running a $400 mini rifle who shot
might happen.
Shot $40 worth of ammunition and is just laughing smugly at me.
Yeah, losing overall to the person running the TM22 flash would hurt like deeply.
Only the finest Middle East plastic.
Yeah, that might make you want to like get in there and start designing some stages where we're shooting a 2 and 300 and everyone's shooting the same targets.
Yes. So we're not
be further though. It has to be further because even at 200, the 22s are just fine. You can make contact on steel with them just fine.
Oh yeah, 200. Yeah.
I went 1 for 1 on one of the stages where we had to do that at what was it? 152, Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100, 150, and 200 on like, and the close ones were just like a plate like that, and just 1 for 1 with a red dot 22. So yeah, but 300. Different story altogether. Like even if you know the drop, it doesn't matter. Like 22s just decide not to.
It's an area effect.
Yeah, they decide not to go straight anymore after a while, and it's not like the centerfire will definitely be better at 300 plus. And if you guys had it, so if you guys had the money, which one? There's no question, the Carmel, right?
The Carmel. Yeah, absolutely.
There's no question.
It looks so ugly.
No, I don't think it looks ugly.
I would buy a Velvet.
Tony, you're crazy. Okay, but thanks for giving us an alternative answer.
It's the communism coursing through my blood, I guess. Whatever you can say. Soyuz.
You gotta start singing
the Soviet Union song. It's great.
Yeah, I agree with you. That is a look that only a mother could love. But
the stock is so bulky.
I don't mind the overall profile, but then you look at this, you're like, ooh, look at all that like plastic, shitty fucking like, and this like all that, like it's very plasticky.
It isn't as bad as literally any, SL8 or G36 that I've ever handled.
Sure,
but the
those
XM8
those
make
are
it more
those are
space
a
gun,
little bit
yes.
disappointing when you get them in your hands. Yeah,
Yeah, they feel like airsoft guns. So
yeah. Well, if you want something with more metal, there's this here too.
That may or may not run correctly. We don't know yet.
No, it won't. It won't.
They might. They're working on it. I think that this is having the same teething problems that a lot of guns that are made in Canada have.
Yeah.
Unending. Yeah.
Unending teething problems. Yeah.
Yeah. Get one of these.
The tactical AD 500,
$1,000. No, I think the caramel has got to be it. And I would look past the little things that I don't like about the visuals just to get the performance.
Does it even have a dust cover? I did not know that.
It's so close to a Bren. Like it isn't. It's no more ugly than a Bren 2 is.
I have to say I'm not a big fan of the Bren either, but
I mean, fair.
Just saying.
Fair. But like,
not a fan of the new Chinese rifles either. They all look super bulky.
Yeah,
not trim.
But I like it. I would get one if
I'd shoot it.
If the feds were like, okay, we're done. Just whatever you have now is what you get. And we're gonna lock this in for 10 years. I'd turn around and buy one of these in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
There would be a Carmel division.
Yes, there would. Yeah, it would just be that.
You're like, okay, guys, I guess we're all getting Carmels. Just everyone gets one. The odd person shows up with their brigade, and it's like, they get picked on, like the kid that didn't get the cool lunchbox to bring to school. Didn't get the He-Man one. They got their sister's like She-Ra one. It's like, oh, you're gonna get picked on. But anyways, I guess I'm dating myself a little bit with that reference.
Yeah, it's okay. Death is coming for us all, Adriel. You're just a little closer to
had you guys a little bit.
Yeah, just a little. All right. So I think all in all, we're coping well. Not coping well.
Not coping well.
We'll see. I think this is on a biannual basis. Every 2 years we have to redo the Cope Gun episode.
Tony, we're doing this every 6 months. Let's see what happens after November. Like,
when's the court case?
November is when the court case is, so it'll be sometime next year that we hear about it. Right? It'll be like January, February. It's probably going to come sometime.
6 months.
Yep.
I still remember the episode where I'm not on. I'm just a listener at the time. That we're talking about RDBs as a cope gun. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
Well, tune in 6 months for our next cope gun episode.
It'll be then we'll start talking. No, we won't talk about the SKS then because it'll get banned too.
We're going to be talking about black powder, muzzle loading, single shots.
I guess we didn't talk about the SKS or Garand, but I wouldn't consider them AR cope guns. They're just like totally different. They're not trying to do the same thing.
No.
They're also
Garand's pretty
80 years old.
All right. Well, have we beaten this topic to death? Should we just go on to listener feedback?
I think we've beaten this topic.
It's already
dead. It's just a pulp right now.
Yeah.
All right. So listener feedback. I don't think we have any emails that were.
We did. I forgot to post the show.
Oh.
Yeah. Eddie noticed that we hadn't posted the show. Eddie, there was no issue. I didn't post it. I don't know. I got busy and I just posted it today. So I literally got the show up today.
I don't know how. I was busy. Kyle's got better things to do in Freedom Land with his FRT AKs and,
Plus he's mobile.
He's mobile.
Tony, yes, I'm around the country.
And the suppressors.
Yeah.
Tony doesn't have an excuse because he both knows how.
True.
Yeah, but Tony also refuses to just even buy 2 ammo cans for me. Just for me. Do it for me, Tony. Please. I'm begging you. Do something about what's behind
It's already on ammo cans. It's still not tall enough.
Two more ammo cans. What kind? Are they steel or plastic?
Plastic.
Well,
so are they the plastic ones from Cabela's?
Princess Auto?
Princess Auto? Okay. I'm going to show up with 2.
Oh. Excellent.
Oh my god, like stack 'em.
Ding
The
dong.
stability
Who
is
could
terrible.
that be?
You could have built just a riser that's an actual another shelf that you put your ammo cans
Ammo cans
underneath and
under.
have that built up.
Yes, yes. You
I'm
can
not
have
that
it
good with
2-in-1.
woodworking though.
Tony, it's a
Or
box.
screws.
You need a
Or
rectangle.
screws.
You like literally need a rectangle. That's all you need. Maybe if you want to get
True.
really ambitious, put a center post in there too. Like measure it out so you can make sure you can fit like 2 ammo cans on either side. But like, please, I'm begging
Okay.
you.
Okay. Let's go to the YouTube comments, which
Yes.
are apparently Adriel didn't do a good enough job of posting the episode. So one ABNDT and one JBB both mentioned that the episode is very small. It looks like to be in the vertical format for some reason.
What? Which one?
Just the big episode 666.
Oh,
666.
I just posted it today.
I know. And they
Are they
just
commenting
commented
about
4
today?
hours and 2 hours ago.
Oh, I know what I did.
Oh
Oh,
What
no!
did you do?
screw it up?
I had it set in vertical. I was doing some social stuff. Shit.
Oh
So
no!
we have to repost that. But one ABNDT did mention that my Beretta 1301T is great and would be really great to have the Genesis, the Gen 12, and the Daria Max shotgun. I don't know about the Daria Max, but yeah, the Gen 12 is very nice. All shotguns are great, not just the ones for not all are for me. Yeah, I think that's accurate.
All
Yeah,
shotgun
so I think Adriel need to fix the episode later.
That's right. That's the episode I listened to.
Mhm.
That's what I get for not checking it after he posted it.
You don't check after I post.
I actually do. Most of the time, when you do put them online, I'll usually run them in the background while I'm doing my paperwork in the mornings the next day, just to make
putting
sure
those
there's
views up.
nothing screwed
Yeah.
Yeah, that one view. We're really
Like.
Percentage is a lot, though.
Heart.
No, it's nice background noise and just making sure that everything worked. I do spot check most of the time. I've been too busy. Busy. Any other comments, Tony?
Nope, that's it.
Wow, that's it. Wow. Okay. Well, we do have
For a video
sponsor.
posted for 6 hours, that's a lot of engagement. Just saying.
What, 4 views?
2 comments
And
out
2
of the
comments.
4 views. That's 50% of all the views.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, that's fair.
They're all commenting about how I did it poorly. Which admittedly I did.
Everybody should check out our Bass Pro and Brownells link. It's on our website. At some point, we'll read out what
Probably
you
last
what
week
y'all
if
bought.
Adriel is available.
If Adriel's available. At some point, we'll read it out. But yes, we have an affiliate link, and that's at slamfireradio.com on our website.
If you're going to get that Wildcat or the Axis, either of those, do it through the link.
Yeah, get the access through the link. Or, no, get the Wildcat through the link, and if there's any way to just, like, this is for Kelly, we should, like...
Can I get a custom engraved, please? Got a couple of Wildcats in here, and some of them opted for custom engraving on theirs.
Oh, thank you very much to our supporters on Patreon. You keep the lights on around here and fuel up the jet. Right. If you would like to email the show, please send an email to slamfireradio@gmail.com. And while you didn't listen to me last week, I've been begging. Come on, somebody send us an email. I want to read something. Tell Tony he's wrong about shotguns, that they're awesome, and that he just needs to change his perception of things. And with that, do we have any shout outs? Anybody want to shout anyone out?
I got one for Tristan from SBI for setting up the ISSF courses at Sherwood Park. And
Are the results available yet?
liaising. He emailed everyone.
I don't think
Did you get an email?
included.
You didn't get an email. Do you want an email, Tony? Your results?
Sure.
Did you register on Practice Score?
I don't think
That's
so.
probably why. Okay, I'll forward you your results.
Okay. Poorly. I'll give a shout out to Aaron, the match director for the shotgun match at CDTSA. I wasn't able to make it, but I'll give a shout out to him. It was a smaller match, always hard for the MD to organize that.
Kyle? Shoutouts?
Shout out to everybody who came out to our match the other weekend.
Cool. And I want to shout out Keith from Silvercore. thanks for the course. It was really awesome. And Silvercore, you rock. Everybody should check them out too. All right. Well, with that, please join our Discord server. It's actually fairly busy. Watch us on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch when we do that. Join the CCFR, please. They are doing awesome things like suing the government and suing idiot,
Politicians.
politicians who say stupid things. And with that, we will see you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Good
Good
night,
night,
Kelly.
everyone.